Okay. So this is going to be a competitive Guilds of Ravnica draft. I did um I did a sealed event and I went 3-3 and had gems left over because going 3-3 is like okay as far as recovering your gems. I decided to do YouTube again because I've streamed on Twitch like 4 or 5 times and I just have nobody watching. It's just like completely pointless to do that. Whereas on YouTube, I generally had a few more viewers, although not a lot. But at least the videos come out on YouTube and like I guess some people watch them. So we'll see. Um, and I'm just gonna try to do like I'm not just gonna stream every time I play. If I do like a draft or something, I'll do it. If I have something like kind of more out of the ordinary, I'll do it. So we're gonna do a competitive draft. Oh shit! I don't have the gems. I thought it was 1,200 for some reason. I guess I have to get more gems because I already committed here. That sucks. Let me close this while I do. Oh, it's not going to show up anyway. Yeah, I don't know why I thought it was only 1,200. I don't really have time to go to like Friday Night Magic or do drafts in person, so I figured I can like do one competitive draft a week if I just pay for it because waiting for the gems is just it takes forever. Maybe if I actually get better at drafting, it won't take that long, but um, it's it's been frustrating. I've really been trying to get good at drafting. I was thinking of that as my primary mode of play, and I really wanted to focus on it and do well with it. But I've been doing terrible every draft. So hopefully I can do better this time. I don't want that. Okay. So I've listened to a lot of podcasts and watched a bunch of shit. I really want to stray away from the best of one drafts though, even though this costs more. It's like, what? Why is it? Oh yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, because this is what this is kind of what always happens to me though. I open this first pack and it's just like nothing really very good. Um, and then like I try to navigate the draft. I think of like all the advice I've looked at and listened to and read, and it just kind of falls apart almost every time. So Vivid Revival as my rare is just terrible. I think that's such a specific card, and it's not going to do anything in limited. I don't really think Necrolisк is very good. Um, I don't want to be sacrificing my own creatures. Swarm Guildmage is all right. I mean, gaining 2 life though on Golgari isn't really that good. So this is like a really disappointing first pick. There's not even any like, I mean, Cyclops is an okay common. I feel like Chemist's Insight is probably the best card here. Capture Sphere maybe is like a second. Piston Fist is good as well, but yeah, it's just a really disappointing first pick. So I guess I'll just take Chemist's Insight. It's good in Izzet, it's good in Demir. If I take the Guild Mage, it's okay in Golgari, but it's not really even spectacular in Golgari either. So I think I'll just pass on that. I'm not committing with Insight, but okay. Flower of Flourish is pretty good, but I think you're supposed to take Boros Challenger in this situation. Like, Hypothesis and Ocean Rain are both good also. I don't really want to be in Boros, though, is the thing. Like, if Boros ends up being really open, I'll regret not taking this. And I think I could potentially get another one of these later. I probably won't get another one of these. Flower Flourish is good for mana fixing, but and like I don't know. It's I think I have to take the Challenger, honestly. There's a Guild Mage again, a Swarm Guild Mage specifically, another Necrolisk, another shitty pack basically. So for Boros, I don't think any of this stuff is good enough to like keep me stuck in Boros or anything like that. The Lurcher is something that if it comes back around, like on the next time I see this pack, I might think of Golgari as being open. Foragers is not really that good. It's average. Take Heart is okay for Boros, but it's not enough to make me like hard commit to Boros at this point. Maybe I take a Guild Mage and hope that this comes back around. Hammer Dropper, I don't really like it. It's like really high cost for a Boros aggro deck. I could also take Whisper Agent, keeps me open between black and blue because I have taken this. I don't really know if Guild Mage is strong enough to consider as like a third pick, but Whisper Agent really isn't either. I guess I'll take it though. Man. Well, Healer's Hawk is good if I end up going Boros. I think Bargain Sergeant is good too, but it's pretty expensive. Healer's Hawk is probably better if I'm going Boros. I'd kind of like to figure out where I'm going soonish because like a fourth pick Healer's Hawk makes me think that the AIs are not prioritizing Boros, or maybe they just don't prioritize Healer's Hawk. There's another Foragers. If I go like Golgari, I think something like Child of Night is pretty solid. Spinal Centipede is actually pretty good too. Man, this is a hard decision for me. But you know, the dream is like you get this on turn 1, this on turn 2, you mentor this. I'm gonna risk taking the Healer's Hawk, I think. League Guild Mage is actually pretty good too, but I'll take the Healer's Hawk. Okay. Yeah, so now the problem I'm looking at is like none of this stuff is really that good for Boros actually. Like Take Heart is an okay combat trick, I guess, but is it really? I feel like it's good in like a mirror where I'm racing somebody because it kind of does two good things. Um, Electromancer is good if I end up going Is It, but I really don't know what I'm doing yet. These have all been pretty bad packs. I'm at the point where like if I found anything like a big bomb, I don't think I'll get a bomb on pack 6, but if I get like a really clear sign of like a really good card in the next pack that's a certain color, it could push me into one color. I'm trying to avoid committing to Boros right now because I just I don't think I've seen enough to make me think it's that open. The Electromancer feels like the smartest choice, maybe. Well, maybe Boros is open. I don't really know. There's a Glaive of the Guild pack. The last draft I did, I took this. People have been saying this is really good, especially if you get it late and you have to go into a gate deck with it. I don't have enough like good stuff though. Not really. It goes good. The guild pack goes good on Healer's Hawk. It could be good on the Challenger too. Barging Sergeant is like My problem with Boros, from what I've seen, is you can't really half-ass it. You have to get all the good cards. And if I take like Barging Sergeant now instead of if I take Glaive, I can kind of stay open. These picks have all been kind of so generic and pretty bad that I feel like I want to stay open a little bit longer, and I don't want to have to commit to Boros yet. So I'm gonna take this reluctantly. Glow Spore Shaman is not really that good. Hmm. I mean, one thing I can say for this card is that it helps fix mana a little bit, but it's a 3/1. I don't really like those stats. Also, if I end up doing this whole gate thing, it's kind of like the chance that I can play that on turn two is very low. I don't think it's worth taking. Um, this just feels like a shittier fodder ratio to me. I think I just take the guild gate because I've been doing this glaive thing. Let's just hedge our bets a little bit here on the guild gate. We do have some good white cards and some good green cards. Sonic Assault is actually pretty good. I don't know what this deck is going to be doing specifically yet, but Invert and Vent isn't bad. I found it really underwhelming and limited though. I just don't get ever like as a combat trick. It's very specific. You don't really know if it's going to work, and it does sometimes, but a lot of times it doesn't. I think this is overcosted. Maybe I just take. I could just take the Vine. I think I'm going to take the Vine actually because the Sonic Assault. If I'm going to be doing more than one color, it's I don't know. I'm just going to take the Vine because if I end up playing this Glaive thing, I want to have some defense, and this cantrips itself, so it's okay, I guess. The Necrolist came back around. Okay, so green and black actually seem a little bit open to me. The Dissonant isn't really that good, but I think this is pretty... Oh no, this is the crappy one. I was thinking of another card. Damn it. Okay. I guess the Dissonant is the best one then. Peacemaker is also pretty good, and if I'm going to be doing a gate deck, because I need like to stall a little bit. They both kind of achieve similar stuff, but this has better stats. Let's take the Peacemaker, I guess. This is a solid 2-drop, but pretty bad overall. Maybe the Radical Idea... I don't think Radical Idea is that good, though. Like, I guess like late game, it's nice to get rid of a land, but that uses mana, and I don't think I want 2 of these vines out either. Gird for Battle is pretty okay, I think. I have some, like on a Healer's Hawk would be good. But even if I end up doing multicolor, I think Boros Challenger is a solid 2-drop. Although it takes a lot of colors, so I kind of want to focus in on one color if I can. I'll take Gird for Battle though. We have some good white cards so far. Well, this might be worth taking because we're going to have gates, I guess. I mean, Kraul Foragers is also like viable, I think. But Double Strike is really solid if I can. But otherwise, it's just like a 5 mat. I should have at least a gate out when this gets out, so I do have to start taking some gates for this to happen. I do think green is sort of, I mean, these aren't really good cards, but the fact that we're on these last picks and there's just a bunch of green left, so I kind of want to try to make the main color green if I can. This is, this could be very solid, I feel like, but I think I want to prioritize having like creatures that I can hold out early with. There's another Peacemaker, I'll take that. Ledev Guardian is pretty bad. This can be a sideboard card here. It's pretty expensive though, just for killing enchantments and stuff like that. I don't know about that. This is just a 2/4 though. I mean, it does have Convoke. I do have some cheap creatures to Convoke with. I mean, some. I have like, I don't know. It's still just a 2/4. I just don't see myself playing this. Like, there could be even an enchantment that would be really scary. You're spending 4 mana to get rid of an enchantment. It doesn't feel good. Okay. Well, so the problem with this is it's double white. It's a very good card, but I think it's pretty good. Well, it's pretty expensive too. It's very heavily white. I don't think I can take that. This also is not splashable. So like here's one of these pivot points where I don't really know if I'm doing the right thing, because I've kind of gone all over the place. I've said I'm going to do the gate thing. I still only have one gate. I think I've committed to it though. Like, I don't think I can just say, okay, I'm going to do Boros now. I don't think that's reasonable. So Iron Shell Beetle is okay. Centipede is quite good, I feel like. Last time I did a gate build, I took Piston Fist and I regretted it because it's not actually as playable as you think it is. It's a lot smarter to stay in your main colors. Like right now, it's looking like Selesnya almost. And I don't even have to do the gate thing. I could just go Selesnya maybe, depending on what kind of cards I get. If I did go Selesnya, I could just take this. Maybe that's reasonable. Going Selesnya means I give up. And this doesn't really, the Peacemaker doesn't really synergize. It is a Selesnya card, but Selesnya usually wants to do beatdown. And this is like healing them for 4. The Centipede is pretty solid. I feel like I should just take the Centipede maybe. Although if I'm going like green-white base, that's another black card. Right now, I don't actually have anything black I want to play. I guess the Swarm Guild Mage maybe. This puts me more into black, and I might not really want to do that. I feel like I'm just going to regret that if I take it. Like, I know I need bombs, and this is like a bomb, but it's putting me pretty hard into white, and I don't really have a solid commitment to white yet. This would kind of commit me a little bit. And I didn't really see a lot of white stuff open at the end of the draft. I saw more green. Maybe it's just smart to take the Wario copy. I think I'm going to do that. I've just lost so many drafts by just not having the right mana. I think that's a little bit better than the Beetle. Oh, really? You shouldn't be. Okay. Well, if I could go back, would I take that white card and then just take Aurelia? Yeah, so maybe I think I just take her because I'm going to need... This is just such a good card. Like, I think it's worth trying to splash out for. I do have some good red-white cards anyway, so I'll take that. All right. Some good removal here. Skylight Legionnaire is also pretty good if we're going more red-white now. Yeah, this is a pretty good pack. Command the Storm is like better at killing. Rosanian Centaur is really good too, though. I don't think red-white is as open as I think it is. Like, I got Aurelia on pick 2. The person who, the AI that drafted before me probably just was like hard on another color and wasn't going to be able to go Boros. But I don't, that doesn't mean that they're going to be passing me Boros stuff too, probably. But there's probably players to the other side of me that are taking Boros. I kind of like Rosemary Centaur, although removal is probably more important at this point, I think. If this really is open, it might come back around. If green is as open as I think it is. So the question is like Lava Coil is really efficient, but Command the Storm kills stuff that this doesn't kill. There's a lot of 5 health creatures in this format that don't die to Lava Coil. And really, I want to be pumping creatures out on those early turns. So I think I'm gonna grab Command the Storm. Although this is an uncommon, maybe this is just better. I'll risk taking that. Indrik is really good. Garrison Sergeant would be. I do need to start taking gates. Last time I did this gate deck, I told myself I needed to take gates, and then I waited a little bit long, and then I started taking a ton of them at the end, and I ended up with too many gates. So I'm not going to make that mistake again. I do know I need to do it, but I'm not going to take a gate over a good, really good creature, which I think Indrik is a really good creature. I think it's better than Garrison Sergeant even here. I think I need to not be blue because it's like green, white, red, basically. I don't really even want to splash black if I have to, if I don't have to. If I got a really big bomb in one of those colors, I might consider doing it, but Capture Sphere is nice. Phantasm is nice, but I don't really have Surveil going on. I don't want to have to splash a color just for like a mediocre removal spell. Darkblade Agent would be good, but again, that's blue-black, the 2 colors I don't really want to be in. And I think this is one of those times where I can just consider taking the gate. The Ceratok is okay. I think it will come back around if I don't prioritize it. Like, I think green is probably... Blue kind of looks open here too, though, but... I don't really think this is all that great. Although... No, it's not that good. So I have 2 gates now. Okay, another Healer's Hawk. Boros Guildgate would be really good too here. I think I do take the Healer's Hawk though. I think having 2 of these really does stuff. There's another Guildgate. There's a Lurcher. I don't think I want to be in black though. Prey Upon would be maybe good, but another Shield Mate would be okay. I think I need a Boros Guildgate more than a Selesnya one here. Gateway Plaza would be reasonable. It's kind of slow, but maybe I take that just to help fix that. But the last time I did a build like this, I just got mana screwed and lost. So that's why I'm trying to restrict to 3 colors if I can. Take any above average mana fixing I can get. The Shade, yeah. I'll take the Gateway Plaza, I guess. Nothing good here. It's just all the colors I don't want. I feel like Pause for Reflection is just terrible. I don't think I'm going to need an Is It Guildgate, but I'll take it in case. Might of the Masses. My issue with this is like I don't really know how many. It's a very cheap spell. If I do have a lot of creatures out, it can be pretty good, but I think I'll take the Beetle here. Just to buff a Healer's Hawk or something like that, or a Mentor guy. There's a Boros Guildgate. I think I need to take that here. Demotion would be okay. This could be really good for sideboard. I think I probably need it for sideboarding. And Is It Guildgate isn't that good. Cosmotronic Wave might be useful, but I do have like Guild Pact plus Healer's Hawks is like a decent amount of, and Aurelia is some pretty solid evasion, so I'll take this as a sideboard card. Garrison Sergeant came all the way around, so I'll take that. The Ceratok ended up coming back around. Crush Contraband, I mean, I'm not going to play it, but March of the Multitudes, wow. It's reasonable to play in this deck, I think, with Convoke. I have a fairly good amount of cheapish creatures for Convoking. Probably, I mean, I'd probably just have to take that. I'd love for this to come back around. We already passed one, it didn't come back around. I don't think this is good at all. We're not really passing. I mean, if not taking this, I'm passing up Rosemary Centaur, which is good, but I think this is just a bomb, and it's probably worth taking. Well, Crawl Harpooner. I really like this card. I think I actually overvalue it, but what am I passing up by not taking it? I don't think I need a third one of these. Wojak Bodyguard is quite good though. It's hard to say. I think probably I do just take the Harpooner. It's a really solid. It's an overstated 2-drop with an upside. So Wojak Bodyguard is. I do have enough cheap creatures that Bodyguard could really be quite good, but. I'm just going to take that. I'll take the Harpooner, I think. Parhelion Patrol would be good. I don't think I need another Peacemaker. Probably this is just a good card to take. It's a Mentor with flying. It's always good. Selesnya Guildgate. I'm not going to play the Izzet Guildgate, but 1, 2, 3, 4. We do need more gates. This is the last pack. I need to start prioritizing them. I want to have like 5 gates probably. Wow, another Parhelion Patrol, another Healer's Hawk. A Skyline Scout too. Shit, man. This is also incredibly good. This is like... these are, I want to take all of these cards, but I obviously I can't do that. Didn't I take a... Gateway Plaza. So I have 4 gates already. Yeah. Am I over... Like, people always say Healer's Hawk is so fucking good, but I feel like I overvalue it a little bit. Then again, I have March of the Multitudes, and I have Aurelia. Like... I don't know, I just feel... And I also already have 1 Parhelion Patrol for the Healer's Hawks. Like having two Parhelion Patrols for 2 Healer's Hawks would be good. The Parhelion would buff like... I guess it doesn't buff much else than the Healer's Hawk. So the Stalwart is just so solid though because it has First Strike with Mentor. I think I take that. I just think that's the strongest card. I played this once in Limited. I was quite underwhelmed with it. There's a possible Wombo combo with like March of the Multitudes, but generally it's just really expensive and it doesn't tend to do what you want it to usually. Dimir Guildgate, that's not really what I want. How many blue cards do I have that I would actually play? Chemist's Insight as a splash is reasonable. I'd probably just take another Beetle though. Status is playable, but it's really you want to have statue available. I'd have to splash black just to do that. I don't think that's worth it at this point. So I'll just take the beetle, I think. Fresh Face Recruit is good. I thought there is a guild gate. 3, 4. So if I don't take another gate, it's not the end of the world, but I don't really want to play it in as a guild gate is the problem. Like, for Chemist's Insight, I feel like I guess I'd have to play two blue sources to make Chemist's Insight playable. I just think Fresh Face Recruit is better, and I'm gonna take it. There's something that fucking is a guild gate. There's the centaur that actually wields, so I'm gonna take the centaur. I'm gonna be a little bit sad if I don't manage to grab another gate, but we'll look around. This card can get you 2 for 1, but honestly, like, I get killed by this card pretty often. Collar the Culprit could be good as a sideboard card. Wall of Mist is, no, that's blue. Vigor Spore Worm. I don't really like this card, but did I take Book Devourer? When did I accidentally take this instead of something else? I feel like I did. I don't think I ever remember taking that. I hope I didn't miss a card that I thought I got by taking that. I'm just thinking, like, of the top end of this, how much, like, winning the game cards do I have? I do have a lot of cheap creatures that would make this get pretty strong. Maybe I'd rather have a combat trick. Probably. Okay, the Lurcher came back around. No gates, though. The Lurcher's black, though, so I don't think I can take that. I'll take the Worm at this point. Actually, the Gorgon maybe is better. I am kind of light on removal, and this is a decent answer. Garrison Sergeant again. Probably I'd rather take Heart or Regis Blow here. Probably take Heart is better. Guildgate. Yeah, I gotta take that. Didn't really pass up much there. Another one. I already have 2 beetles. I think I have enough good cards that I don't need to have 3 beetles. I think the Selesnya Guildgates are going to do some serious work in this deck, so. How many? I already have 1 Vine. For something like March, this is like a good Convoker, though. I'm just going to take it. I have some strong Convoke cards. Talk. Okay. So let's take out any off-color stuff here. That looks right. Okay. So I had to cut a fair number of cards here. I think I want to really look at the curve. I feel I have 24 creatures right now, so that's probably too many. Oh shit, I opened my vault. Cool. Can I open that? Whoa. Cancel it. I'll mess up the draft. So let's see. 24 creatures, that's way too many, I think, so we have to get some creatures. I didn't really take a lot of spells. 2 Healer's Hawk. Okay, let's just go through. I'm not cutting a Healer's Hawk. I could cut a Vine. Beetles are pretty good. I probably want to cut, like, this, the Dev Guardian's not that good. That wasn't supposed to be in there anyway. 2 Centaur Peacemaker is reasonable, I think. I have a lot of 2-drop creatures. They're all pretty good though. I mean, that's a good problem to have. I do only have one single Glaive of the Guild Pact, but since I'm 3 colors, I think it's good to just run the gates anyway. I did mostly get the gates I want. I would have liked one more Boros Guild gate for sure, but because if you look at the way it's recommending my mana, right now there's technically only 3 red sources. This is technically a red source, and then I have Boros Challenger. I guess Boros Challenger is really the only early card I couldn't play if I didn't have red mana. Also Lava Coil. This is really good to get down early, but it would be a lot worse to not have white or green, because there's just a ton of, like, white especially, I need to have available early, and that seems about right. 5 here, 4 here, another one there, because this can play as white also. So I just cut a lot of stuff. Gird for battle, like, I don't think so. I think I'll cut one of the vines. Maybe even a beetle too. Shieldmate, it has vigilance, which I like. The glaive gives vigilance, but again, I only have one of these. It's not like I can say, oh, well, I'll just put a glaive on it. I don't even know if I'll draw the glaive. Oh, this is a sideboard card anyway. Pax Favor is... I do like, in a deck that doesn't have as much removal as I'd like, I do like having... I don't need 2 Wild Ceratops. I might not even want 1 Wild Ceratop. Probably not. The 4-drop slot is like Parhelion Patrol and Aurelia versus the Ceratox. I'll take the... And Rosemane Centaur is likely going to be like a 3 or 4 drop. Indrik is a good end of the curve. March of the Multitudes is our bomb that I can just utilize a lot of mana. It would kind of be nice to put that Swarm Guildmage in. If I got a big board of tokens, I could just give my creatures +1 and menace. But I'd have to splash in black just to do that. I don't think it's worth the inconsistency. Gaining 2 life for one green and 1 whatever is pretty decent to buy time with, but again, just like splashing black for 1 card, I'm not feeling that. So I need to cut like 1 more card. I do like Take Heart. I undervalue combat tricks. I think it's really good to have like 1 or 2 in the deck. Pax Favor. Okay, so do I want Pax Favor or Take Heart? Or maybe just, I have both, I don't know. 2 Garrison Sergeant is great. I think I have enough gates for that. So I guess I do cut a combat trick though. I could cut the Shieldmate. It's just that I'm very likely to be able to play it on turn 2, and it's an above average 2-drop, I think. Otherwise, I have the Boros Challenger we mentioned is potentially not going to be able to come out on 2. We have Sunhome Stalwart though. I'm just thinking about against aggro. This is like good. 2 Peacemaker. I like this card. We are kind of a more aggressive version of this deck though. I don't know if it necessarily fits very well. Maybe just one of them is good enough. And then if we're playing against a more aggressive deck, I can side in another one. I could even side out both of them. It's like, if we're against aggro, we want both of them. If we're against control, we don't really want either of them. So I'll just keep 1 in there, I guess. Okay, so now 18 creatures sounds about right. Just double check this curve here. We need a lot of white. We need a lot of green. 5 plains, 3 forests. I do think the mountain, the lack of red early could be an issue, especially if I have like Lava Coil and Boris Challenger in the hand. Those are two dead cards until I have red mana available. And it's possible that I just don't get the red mana up early enough. By the same token though, if I reduce the amount of white or green, I'm afraid that I have so many early drops for those colors. It just makes sense to risk a little bit with the red. So I'm going to keep this as is. I'm going to go to the bathroom and be back. And then I'll start playing. Okay. Just make sure I'm not overlooking something really quick. Seems good. If I had grabbed some Golgari Guildgates or something, I could have considered doing the Black Splash, but there's really the only black card I took that I wanted was the Swarm Guild Mage, so I think it's fine to just not have that in there. So when you're doing, the penalty on this is really hard if you don't win at least 2. If you win 2, you recoup like half of your gems that you paid to buy in. Every time I've done competitive draft, I've just done awful though. So let's hope I do better. I think this deck is good though. I feel like a lot of the times I've lost, it's just been really bad draws, which makes me wonder if the deck is really good in the first place. But just stuff like getting completely flooded out or only having spells, and then they're always aggro, and they get like 3 creatures on the board before I do anything, and there's just no coming back. And that's why I tried to keep the curve on this kind of low and left in a lot of 1-drops and stuff like that, because I don't want it. There's not really a lot of removal in the deck. I need to stick creatures and start going off. I think it's better to play first. Okay. So here is the problem with not having the, like, we have this in hand as a 2-drop, but no red in hand. We can play the Peacemaker on 3. Doesn't feel very good. I think I'm going to keep it, though. Should I mulligan? Fuck, man, should I mulligan that? I have no red mana. Alright, that's better. I'm glad I'm mulligan. Like, it was really tempting to keep it just because I had good cards, but I couldn't play any of them. The Peacemaker would have helped if they were aggro. I could have recovered some of the early damage I took on turn 3, but if I didn't draw into that red mana, it was just going to be pretty bad. I'm going to keep that in case it's aggro. Might not have been the best keep, but okay. So that's going to grow. The vine is actually pretty good here. So I can play Stalwart is actually probably the best play here. I can Mentor the Hawk and trade with that. Or kill that with first strike, unless he puts like 2 creatures down, which is pretty unlikely. I'm not going to show him the green mana yet, just make him think I'm Boros. So I'll attack first. If he's like mostly green, he's probably not going to have many flying stuff. So next turn, I might just play this plus the Vine. Wow, okay, that's good for me. Excuse me. So I think I'm gonna double attack. He can't do shit unless he has like a really good combat trick. I don't think for 1 green, this is gonna be a first strike. Probably not. I'm not gonna play the Vine. I don't think it really does anything here. It would prevent like 2 damage at most. I think it's better to get this red source down untapped. So I'm just gonna attack. Because like, if he had some more pressure and I was worried about his counter, I might put the Vine down to slow him down and to develop this as a cantrip. But as is, it's just kind of like, this is just a 3-2 that's going to do more pressure. Oh shit, I needed to put the forest down. Okay, that was a big mistake. Great. Pretty stupid. I guess if I draw like a card that needs, if I draw like Aurelia, I think she's a 5-drop though, let me double check that. That's really shitty, I should have played that. That's not how you want to use that card, but okay. So I can double spell here. Do I really want to kill that right now with a Lava Coil? Probably not. Alright, I can't find her yet. Oh, there she is. Oh, my voice is giving out a second. Sorry. Really is a 4-drop. Okay. I'm not going to Lava Coil that. I need to save the removal, so I'm just going to attack again. Why did he use this to attack for nothing? Like, he could have saved that as a combat trick or, I don't know, something else. And, like, I am pretty far ahead. I could save this in case he plays a flyer I can't deal with, but I do have this. And this is just another 3 damage. It's just like... I just think that's... There's no real reason to jump the gun with that Lava Coil here. Alright, he lost. Good. Alright. So I have to assume his draw was just really... He didn't draw the cards he needed at all. I didn't really see anything either, so I don't know what to side out or anything. Like, we saw 1 Pelt Collector. That's literally all we saw, so... Only green mana. I think I just keep it as is. There's really no... He thinks I'm pretty aggressive. Did he see the red mana at all? Yeah, he saw the Guild Gate, okay. But yeah, I think he's going to side out. He's going to assume it's a more aggressive deck, and if he has stuff to deal with aggressive aggro decks, he'll probably put that in, but really, I just didn't see enough to know what I should be looking for here. Okay. This is a really solid hand. I can play this on turn 1, Stalwart on turn 2, and then I'll have a combat trick available. And Aurelia in hand, probably playable on turn 4. He still has me, okay. So I'm thinking like, if he has removal, I'd rather he remove this. But I think I'm in a position where I just want to put the strongest creatures down that I can. I would be sad if I played this and he played a 2-2. This just forces him to, yeah, like right there. So now he doesn't even want to block here. Okay, so I'll do... None of these light up too well at all, but like these two. I think I just play another first striker. This could get mentored, which would be good. Like I can take heart and then mentor the shield mate, which would make it a better blocker. But then again, this would just be a better attacker. I think I'm the beatdown for sure. So he doesn't have a combat trick. Another land draw, I can just slam down Aurelia, and then it's pretty sick. He's just going to be pissed if he sees that. Okay. Rock Charger is annoying, but it can kill the fresh face recruit. He didn't even attack well. I guess I could have taken card and killed it, but he didn't know that. Well, didn't get the land drop, unfortunately. Do I have to do this before attacking to get the mentor trigger? I'm not sure. Because this is an instant. I'd rather not reveal that I have it. But target whenever it attacks. I think I don't want to fuck it up and mess it up. I just want to make sure I mentor this. I think you do have to do it before you attack too. Okay, and then I just throw down a shield mate. I think this is looking pretty good. If I get the next land draw, it's very, very good. If I don't, Ledev Champion isn't really an issue because he can start generating tokens eventually, but that's kind of next turn. The attacking does. I'm already winning the race. Okay, as a tap land, unfortunately, but we will be going off next turn. So the shield mate can get mentored this time around. Also, he just doesn't have any good blocks, does he? If he has a combat trick, he does. But I think I'm in a position where I just need to go in. Like, he might have a take heart or something, but we're gonna have Aurelia next turn. He's really at best gonna kill like one thing probably. Did I not? Oh shit! No, I fucked that up. Okay. Well, hopefully, for some reason I was thinking this had mentor and it was gonna mentor the shield mate, but no. He probably is afraid we have a combat trick because my attack is. Oh hey Bill. Yeah, I'm glad you started playing. It's like pretty fun. Guilty Gear seems pretty dead, so I think this is just like win the game at this point, but we'll see. I don't want to get too excited. No, he does have take heart. Why didn't he? Oh, okay, he did play it. Okay. So with Aurelia, even though she can't attack on the turn I summon her, she can buff something. So I buff the Fresh Face Recruit, and it gets Trample and Vigilance. Golgari midrange. Yeah, I really wanted to play that deck. I ended up like using all my stuff on Grixis Control, and I also have the Is It Drake's deck now. But Golgari midrange looks really fun, and I really wanted to play it. Oh wow, that's a good draw. Well, I'm kind of like far off on the mana for it though. Okay, so this is a little bit risky. Like he probably can't remove this, so I think it's fine. I'm just trying to think if I actually want to attack or not. Like it has first strike. It's gonna have four. It's gonna be a 4/2 with first strike. So, although if I do this one, I can mentor it. Maybe that's just what I do. Oh no, I can. It's just going to be 3. I'm sorry, that was stupid. So this is like, he can double block and kill it. So maybe I don't really attack here. Although if I attack with both creatures, he has to do like some really shitty double blocking. He loses, this has first strike though actually too, so they just trade. I guess I just don't attack then. Aurelia has flying. This does chump block Aurelia. Aurelia can buff herself though. The problem is right now if I don't draw more land. Yeah, mono blue is just kind of like, you basically hope they don't have their starting hand that they need. It's like not very fun. That's not something I wanted to see here. Okay. So Indrik would be great, but I'm like 2 turns off from that if I'm lucky. More likely than not, I'm like 3 turns off. Okay, well there's 1 turn off now. Garrison Sergeant is very good here. I think I can just buff Aurelia and attack. Because she's going to be a 4/5. So he has to chump with the Rock Charger, basically. I don't think the other guys can really go in here. He could have a combat trick to take her out, which would suck, but I think he's getting enough stuff that I have to actually go in. I can't really risk playing scared here. I do have like a reload, but I think he might be able to afford to not chump here because he's only like he's several turns away from dying. Pitiless Gorgon would be good for the Lockstone Restorer. I think I just have to put this double striker on the board. It threatens everything except Loxodon. It trades with Loxodon even, but if he has like something that buffs all of his creatures, it's pretty bad for me. That's pretty bad too. Do you run Carnage Tyrant Seniors? Okay, that's a really good draw. So I think the play here is to Indrik for sure. The question is, do I Indrik the Rock Charger or the Loxodon? Probably the Rock Charger because Aurelia is just going to hit for 4 for free. And then he just has to have an answer. He could buff. I don't know. I think I've tried it before where I buff my dude in these fights and it doesn't work. But he's got 1 card in hand. Like, what could it be? This is very likely to just kill him. Yeah, like mono blue. I've played mono blue. That was the first deck I made because it was like a cheap deck that was competitive that could grind gold. And it's just like, if you get Curious Obsession up and start just swinging, the likelihood that you draw like multiple counter spells is so high. And then once you're sitting on a bunch of counter spells, you just never overextend. You never play anything that leaves you tapped out. And then you can, okay, he has it. Great. So my dude, okay, I can just decline now, I guess. But I can't attack with Aurelia now. Do I have any good attacks that he doesn't just double block? I can do like a 5/3 double striker. And then it trades with the Rock Charger. I think that's fine, right? Like, I don't attack with that. I think I attack with that. Yeah, okay. He didn't block it. Why didn't he block that? Okay, fine. I guess it had trample, but I think he could have chumped with the Rock Charger and not died. Okay, this is the first time I've unlocked my vault. Let me check this vault shit out here. Yeah, hell yeah. Wow, okay, that's cool. I really needed those two rares. Alright, resume the draft. Yeah, I didn't want to draft Boros. What I did was I took, like, I've actually Selesnya and like I'm three color here, so I have like I tried not to go Boros unless it was really, really. Yeah, I won the first one, but we'll see how it goes so far. I think my deck is good, but we'll see. I was trying to shy away from Boros because every time I tried to go Boros, you take those early cards that are good Boros cards, and then you end up not getting the rest of them, and it's just like you have nothing at that point. You just have a crappy deck that doesn't manage to kill anyone. But I got like Aurelia. I think my was it the third pack? The first or second? It was like the second pick on the second pack. Maybe it was Aurelia. So I took her, and then I knew I had to like stay with blue, at least with red and white, if I was going to do a third color, which I did with green. Um, just because I had like I have Glaive at the Guild pack, and I have some solid green cards that I think were worth splashing in. I didn't think I had a pure Boros deck. I might have been a little bit light on, but I'm not sure. He's chose to go first. Okay, that's reasonable. So no red mana is really unfortunate here, but I do have another 2-drop that I can play, so I'm going to risk taking this. I can probably, like, it's, I'm going to keep it. Yeah, I have two healer socks also. I could have had 3. I think I took something else really good over a third one though. I took the first strike guy. The I forgot the name of the card, but it's like the 2/2 first strike. I took that over a third healer sock, and it's been doing well for me. So okay, so he's Demir. Um, that's probably fine. Like he's gonna have some pretty good removal, I expect. The real fear is that he's gonna have some flying bombs that I can't deal with. I do have one Crawl Harpooner. I have a sideboard, whatever the name of that card is that takes stuff out of the air. Okay, so yeah, this is what it. Oh no, I didn't take that out of it. This is last game I played this instead of. I had the same choice last game, and I think that's just a better play on turn 1 or turn 2. Demir is like it's pretty cool, but yeah, it's like people have decided it's like the best guild, so it gets kind of like lame when. Okay, if I attack here, there's no chance that he blocks, and I don't want to block with this anyway. But I can block with a Wary Okapi, I guess, if he doesn't put another creature down. I think that's reasonable. Alternatively, like the shield mate is a little bit less valuable, but it's not mana efficient either. So let's just attack first. There's no way if he blocks it, I'm happy. There's no way he blocks it. Okay. And then, yeah, this is more mana efficient. I think I'm the beatdown anyway. So like maybe I don't even block here. Especially if he puts another creature down, I don't block. If he just attacks alone, okay, yeah. So I'm not going to block then. He's not going to attack anyway. Still no red mana. I can play Rosemary Centaur with Convoke. How important is it to just attack here, though? Is my question. So 3, 4, 5, 4. I have to convoke one of my dudes. he still wouldn't block with this. Like, even for buffing that, he doesn't want to give up a 3/2. So I think I can Invoke here and attack with the Fresh Face Recruit. I guess I can attack first, right? Before he knows I have a Resonant Centaur. A little bit suspicious that I don't, like, if I didn't have the Centaur, I would just attack with both of them, I think. Probably. Why is it saying end? Oh my god, it's lagging. Okay. I almost pressed that button thinking it was end combat. Well, that's just a nice little wall. Alternatively, if he attacks, I don't know how much I care about buffing the Spy Bug. Like, I don't think he's going to attack anyway. Just giving up his 3/2 to buff a Spy Bug. Not very good. He shouldn't have played that. Like, he should have, if he was going to, he's not going to attack that yet. Still no red mana. Really sad here. Fortunately, we do have at least another thing to play. But okay, so if I attack with the Centaur, he might double block. Not really a disaster, though. I don't want him to buff the Child of Night. I think that can get kind of annoying. But again, like, if I know I'm going to get my mana, I have so many more threats to throw down. It's just that if I attack with everything, I think he's going to take the Centipede into the Okapi and then buff the Child of Night probably, which then isn't really even that good, so let's just attack with everything. He's probably also afraid of combat tricks, but because even if this becomes a 3/2, it still dies to the Fresh Face Recruit. Alright, that's fine. I just didn't want him to have lifelink. Like, that's just a big problem, like, to have to deal with. Something that he could, especially if he buffs it and is just healing. Like, I'm trying to beat him down and he's healing himself. I don't want that to happen. Okay. He's kind of mana screwed, I think. Crawl Harpooner would be an okay drop. This isn't really doing anything, right? He's not surveilling, so it's just a 1/1 flyer. Okay. So this is my only play as a combat trick here. So I'm just going to attack everything, and if he does block, I'll just combat trick and keep my stuff alive. I don't think he even has a block here, so it's fine. He could do this. Probably I'll just throw this down on that. I'll just preserve my creature. I don't want him to get bigger. I don't want him to get like a kill at all. But he has he's probably afraid of a combat trick. The thing is, like, if he doesn't block now, he's just dying, right? Too bad it doesn't have a trampler or something. I think you buffed the Shade, yeah. That's good. Good decision. What does Flunge mean? Okay, so he can pump the Shade and kill something probably. For sure, he can kill the Centaur. So it's a little bit risky for me. And I'm just not drawing my land. I think I'm just going to sack this at the end of... Oh no, he can't pump it. Yeah, he wasted his mana on Enhanced Surveillance. Why would you do that? Like, he could have held his mana, and then I wouldn't have been able to attack. Okay, so we saw a Demir Spybug. I kind of want to put Crushing Canopy in. We also saw Enhanced Surveillance. What would I cut to put this in? He does have cheap creatures. I kind of want to keep the Vine in there. Like, if he ends up getting initiative, this is a good card, because he does have a lot of cheap shit. We probably don't want the Peacemaker. The Gorgon didn't seem that good, but he might have a bomb that we just didn't see. I'll take Crushing Canopy, though. He's Dimir, even if he doesn't... Like, the Spy Bug didn't do much, but it could get big, and he could have Watcher in the Mist, or Doom Whisperer, or whatever else pulled him into Dimir. It could have been the Spy Bug that pulled him in, but I think it's solid to have Crushing Canopy against Dimir. Why does he get to choose? Because he got to choose last time, right? Is it the loser gets to choose? No, that's stupid. Because I want to go first. Clearly. Alright, this is a good hand, I think. We have... I don't really want to play that on 2, but I will, probably. We have the red mana this time around Gateway Plaza. I'm not really what I want to play here. No, I want to play shit. Like, I don't think I want to get this down. I want to just get this down. I want to curve shit out. This is a Convoker. Loser chooses to play a source. Okay, that makes sense, I guess, but still in line. Even though I wanted to get this down tapped, because it's a tap land, if I have stuff I can play, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to do that. Now that he has this wall up, I was going to play this for tempo, but this doesn't really do anything. And it can kill a flyer later. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this thing down. Arc Revo. Is that like a tournament? You can see how much I've been following it. Probably not. I didn't even watch Evo. I actually, no, that's not true. I watched like the top 4 or top 8 or something of Evo. So he's going to take Aurelia away from me. I'm sad about that, but that's okay. He might. Probably not. Of course you take Aurelia away. Now he knows I have a Harpooner and everything, which is... He's probably not happy to see that. Again, this just doesn't do anything against the wall. Pretty unfortunate. I almost kind of want to sack this just to get better answers. I can do it mana efficient right now. I'll be sad if I do it though, and he starts throwing a bunch of threats down that I can't deal with. I don't exactly have any good blockers in hand. I'll cool it on that, I think. It could be really bad for me to delay doing that though, because I need, like, I don't know what his deck is, but if he has some really big threats, like that's a pretty big threat. At least I do have, it's going to get Death Touch though, so that's unfortunate. I think I just sack this now and look for a better answer. I just need something that lines up against that. So if I hadn't done that, I would have just drawn another land and flooded out. Boros Challenger, it doesn't really do anything, unfortunately. It doesn't even mentor the Harpooner. I feel like I have to play the Harpooner here just to deal with the Darkblade Agent, which sucks, but I can play both of these guys down, which is okay at least. So the Harpooner is just better for chump blocking. I hate to use this and not kill a flyer, but this is enough of a threat that I think I have to do it. Oh, the Capcom Cup of Guilty Gear. I don't know, I might watch like the top 8 or something if I have time. I just haven't been following Guilty Gear at all. Another Wall of Mist, cool, okay. Pretty annoying, he took Aurelia away, and now he has 2 big walls that I have no answer to. Indrik doesn't even kill the walls. So, let's see here. We can play that, we can play Garrison Sergeant now, which actually does kill the walls. So that's cool. No reason to attack. Removal is going to be an issue here. There's, okay, that sucked. Yeah. I mean, like, At least I can play the Indrik now. Well, that's a problem too, but I really kind of needed that double striker. Okay, that's maybe good if he plays the flyer ever. I just Indrik the Darkblade Agent. I mean, what else am I going to do? He has no mana up, so it should just work. I still have no way to get through those walls, which is just like ridiculous, but get some Healer's Hawks down, I can start to I mean, the problem now with this is like the Dowser just kills any of my attackers. Like I can attack to try to kill a wall, and then the Dowser comes in and just eats my guys. So I need like Healer's Hawks. Parhelion Patrol would be good. Yeah, Parhelion Patrol would be like the best draw. I just attack with that and Indrik. This becomes a 5/5. Then this doesn't block it. It kills the walls. If he does play a flyer, I can at least deal with it. Maybe I double block here. Doesn't feel good. He might even have a combat trick. I'm just going to let that go through then. Yeah. I need to wait for like my own combat trick, or this is a clock for sure if I don't deal with it. But man, these people always say walls are just shit, but then like when you end up in this situation, they never feel shitty at all. They're just like it just feels busted. Well, I can get some attack through here for whatever that's worth. I guess I should have waited to play that. Because I have 3 attackers, he only has 2 blockers, but I don't have, if I had a combat trick in hand, I would want to leave a blocker back. I don't think I want to block that at this point, so I might as well just pump this and attack. Though if I pump it, then he knows I don't have a combat trick. How much is the 1 extra damage worth? He attacked anyway, thinking I didn't have a combat trick, so I might as well just pump it. He's going to attack again no matter what. Too bad it can't mentor anything. Like, Fresh Face Recruit next turn can get mentored, but maybe this will dissuade him from attacking again, if anything. Like, now that he knows the counterattack is actually hitting him, especially with a 4th creature out, he might decide not to attack with the Dowser anymore. The thing I don't want to see is like Notion Rain would be really bad for me. What I do want to see him play is just like a flyer, like a big Doom Whisperer, some big dumb flyer that I just kill. Alright, that's not what I want to see either. This doesn't line up too well with anything. That's a terrible draw. Do it at a time. Later, man. So now I don't really have good attacks. Like, I can pump this guy and mentor the Fresh Face Recruit, but then I'm going to lose one of these 2 to the Dowser. So, pretty shitty. So I'm just not going to attack them. Well, no, I pumped it because if I hadn't pumped it, oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah. But I pumped it because I wanted to get an extra damage in because I knew he wasn't. But yeah, you're right. He just would have blocked. He would have set his blocks, and then I just would have pumped it and done the damage anyway. I'm trying to think what draws I have that would be really good here. Parhelion Patrol, Healer's Hawks would be fine, just to start healing myself and doing damage. I have, oh, that's really annoying. Can't do anything about that either. It takes away my best blocker. Now I have questionable blocking ability here. So I can pump this and not die to the Spinal unless he has a combat trick. I could also just trade the Harpooner, pump this and double block. Doesn't feel good. I do pump this. No, you're right. I'll wait to do it at instant speed. Okay, so let's risk. I think I risk it. And then I'll pump this guy to save him. He might have like Sonic Assault or something. What's that? -3 attack card. Oh, Whisper Agent, okay. Well, that doesn't help with his attack. Do I get to pump this again? Do I have enough mana? No, I have 1 mana short. Okay. I feel like that was pretty good for me. I still have a Boros Challenger. The 4/3 Whisper Agent is an issue, for sure. But I actually can trade. I have enough pump that I can like deal with it. Actually, 3, 4. I need 4, 5, 6. So I can pump twice to become a 4/5, which is good for the Whisper Agent. So I just don't attack though, because you can always just block it with the mist, and then I don't get to block him. Oh my god, dude, how many fucking walls of mist do you have? And I have so many. I have a bunch of flyers in the deck, but I just don't draw them. He's had 3 walls of mist now. I guess that's what he sideboarded in. It was just like a bunch of wall. Fortunately, if I do draw the Healer's Hawks, he just shouldn't be able to do anything. Oh, there we go. That's the card I needed. Hopefully he doesn't top deck removal now. So now I'm going to attack, mentor this, and pump it. Okay, I can Crushing Canopy right here. It feels a little bit bad to do this, but I have to because this lines up here. Like, it sucks if he top decks a Doom Whisperer after this. I'm just kind of in tough shit there. 1, no, 4, 5. Yeah, so because I did that, he can attack now, but that's fine. I don't care. Although the race is like not so much in my favor now, right? Because 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I shouldn't have played that land yet, so you didn't know I had it. Yeah, this is pretty bad because I can't really attack. He's got 3 swings and I'm dead. I guess I could just attack with the Parhelion Patrol. Yeah, the thing is I don't want to attack with the Boros Challenger now. I need that to block and pump. The Parhelion Patrol, like, I guess I could afford to mentor at 1 time, but then I'm taking another 4. So I think I just attack with the Patrol here. Oh, this can't even mentor it because it's too big. I could mentor the Patrol though, that's the thing. I guess I do attack once then. Just to get this up a little bit. Oh, I might as well do all, right? We're just gonna block with a mist though, so it doesn't matter actually. So then this can theoretically mentor the Challenger when it's not pumped and stuff. I don't like taking another 4 damage, but in theory I have a block for that. I can just start attacking with the Patrol now and leave this behind. And then just block that. And if I just draw another creature, it's really good. Well, that's not the creature, but... So let's see here. I think this turn I just attack with the patrol and leave the Boros Challenger back. I can't take another swing like that. So I only need the pump twice. I can afford to play this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah. And then next turn I can start mentoring the shield mate. That's a really annoying draw. Okay. Just in time for him. Well, he can't attack. I mean, if he attacks, it's just great for me. So hopefully he doesn't. He shouldn't have played that pre-combat either. Now I know he's just not going to attack them. Like, if he was going to bluff a combat trick, he would have attacked and then done it, right? There's no reason to attack here. Yeah. Such a bad draw. I have March of the Multitudes. If I top deck that, it's just like game over. So I should play pretty defensive, but I don't really have an amazing way to deal with this Dowser. Let me think about this. Because now if I try to mentor the shield mate, it's just going to die to the Dowser, so I don't get to attack like that anymore. It's not good enough as a jump blocker. So I'll just attack with a patrol then. I am going to put that down because I want to get up to enough land that I can pump this 3 times, which I'm 1 off of. That could be relevant for the Dowser. I hope he just doesn't attack. I think if he attacks with the Dowser, I pump and double block. For sure I do that, yeah. Is that a combat trick then? It's pretty bad if that's a combat trick, like... I feel like I have to do it though. Well, it could be dead weight or something like that. I can't just take 4, I don't think, because it's just going to be the same situation next turn. So... I do feel like he actually does have something. He hasn't been bluffing, right? Like, maybe I only risk the challenger. Because it's not, if he has a trick, it's just dead. Like, that's, why does he ever do that? I think I just do it in case I might be able to kill the Dowser. It's pretty bad. Like, I really don't like this situation, but... Does he? Oh, he really didn't have anything. Holy shit. Okay. That's fine. So he just threw his Dowser away. That's a good draw. Okay. So now I'm just going to pump this all the way up, mentor the patrol, double attack, and play Gorgon. I don't see any reason not to do that. And I'm totally happy to trade the Gorgon into the Whisper Agent if he offers that trade up. I won't even... I know that the patrol could actually just kill the Whisper Agent, but I can't risk the patrol. So I think he's going to concede here, probably. I don't know, maybe not. And like, again, he's not playing well. Like, why... You keep this in your hand and you attack. Then, like I just said, I'm not going to risk my patrol. But now if you attack, clearly I'm just going to kill your thing without using up my Gorgon. Like, okay, there's March of the Multitudes finally. Do I ever just do that now? I don't think so. I think I just saved that as a block. Because like I don't want him to board like if he top decks a board clear or something, he could have the Mephitic Vapors or something like that. Oh, I forgot to pump. Whoops. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Okay, that sucks. Well, it doesn't really make a difference, does it? Yeah, it doesn't, because he just blocks with the wall anyway. And actually, I wanted to save mana for March anyway, so. So I think especially if he plays this card before he attacks, when he does attack, I just slam this down and create a bunch of tokens and win the game. Three. 1, 2, 7, 8. No, I miscounted. Okay. It's probably 7. No, I can't count. Okay, maybe it's. Jesus Christ, we can click on this shit. It's probably not even relevant, but I don't want to give up value here. Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I just didn't want to play it main phase and then have him top deck Mephitic Vapors or something like that. Because now I just have like he just dies, right? I mean, he should concede when he sees that, but I guess there's a Healer's Hawk finally. Yeah, thank you. Okay, cool. I'm 2-0. I recovered half of my gem buy-in. That's the best I've ever done on competitive draft. So I'm happy about that. So if I get, well, that's pretty generous. So if I get, oh no, it doesn't cost 1,600, does it? It costs, how much does it cost? I forgot now. I think it's pretty expensive. It's like 2,000 or something, 2,100 maybe. So the next win gets me like double the gems back and another pack. I really would like to win again. I think this deck is really solid, so. We did run into the issue last game with that stalemate situation, and that could have really gone south quickly if he had drawn removal better than separate strands or just some kind of bomb. There's really not a good amount of removal in this. They always get to play first. Cool. So in those board states where it just gets okay. Oh, this is what I took over a third Healer's Hawk. I'll keep this. This is a really good 2-drop. There's not really anything else to go with it at this point, but we do have all of our colors available. Indrik is nice to have in hand. Take Heart could be necessary if we don't draw well, but sorry. I don't think I can pass up just like Stalwart on turn 2. So let's do that. Another black player. Oh, that's good. We can buff the Stalwart. So Selesnya this turn. Stalwart on turn 2. Iron Shell Beetle on turn 3. Buff the Stalwart. That's really, and then you can start mentoring the Beetle too. I mean, that's assuming we don't just get removal, but that's why Deadweight is such a good card. Like if I slam this down and he has Deadweight, it's just dead. So, and then the Beetle's not such a good play anymore, and so on and so on. But I don't think I can wait until turn 4. I can't wait until I have 4 mana to play both of these on the same turn. That's just like, I mean, maybe if he just does nothing. Okay, it's Dimir again. Yeah, I mean, he would need specifically Deadweight, which isn't beyond, like, that's very possible, but at least I can play a Gorgon now in turn 3 if he does kill this. It's not the best card to have out early, but it's okay. I'm not going to play the Beetle for no value to bait out Deadweight. He wouldn't even play Deadweight on that. Okay, good. Whoa, now we're living some dreams here. So I can actually play both of these. The question is it better to mentor or to buff the... I feel like it's better to buff this because it can mentor more stuff. Like it can mentor the Gorgon, etc., etc. And the Hawk is probably going to get mentored anyway. So let's see how this... Maybe he has a counter for this, maybe. No, he would need... He needs... I guess he has Sinister Sabotage would be good, but he probably would have used it if he had it. And I'm buffing before combat just to get more damage in. Though if he has dead weight, he's going to slam it right now. I mean, clearly. Oh, okay, that was stupid. Wasn't it? I guess not. I guess it doesn't matter. Because he couldn't have traded here. This is first strike, so. Now, even if he gets removal, it's like not really that great because I'm gonna have a Healer's Hawk. I guess if he gets it really fast and can kill the Healer's Hawk before it gets mentored, he's in an okay spot. But you have to kill the Stalwart as well, so. And so he's tapped out. There's no reason to not attack here. I mean, one reason would be I don't want him to counterattack, but I don't care. I'm gonna be putting out a lot more damage than he is, as far as I can tell. So take heart is really nice to have in the hand here. It gives me some good immunity versus... I can't play that. I actually don't have the right mana to play this. So I might as well just play the Guild Gate. And I might as well attack here. If I attack with everything and mentor the Beetle, then he has a trade available. But I'm fine with that trade, actually. I kind of just want to mentor the Hawk and get the Hawk big as fast as I can. But then the Beetle just kind of sits here. I think I should mentor the Hawk while I can, though. I could just use Take Heart if he blocks. I think I'll do that. I think that's fine. I don't have any other options, really, to spend my mana. Like, it would be nice to have this later, maybe, but this is going to heal me for 3 also, which is really solid. Probably won't matter that much unless he clears my board and does a lot of shit, but this is just like... That's not really... I don't think that was worth it. Like, this was going to die anyway. Like, he just... I don't know, it doesn't seem worth it. That's a good draw. Does he have something? Oh, that sucks. Okay. Well, I still have my Healer's Hawk. I think he made the right call to kill the 3/3 though. Draw another land. I've got an Indrik to slam down, which would be really good. This unfortunately still is not playable, surprisingly. You need one more green source. This is a nice trade here on the attack. If he manages to kill the Healer's Hawk, I might be in trouble. Especially if I don't draw the right mana next turn. That prevents the recruit from attacking. It also puts him in a decent spot in the race. Okay, now I can attack. Well, can I really? I have 2 gates down, so it'll become a 4/1 with Menace and First Strike. I need it to be a 5 and not a 4. So probably I just equip the Hawk to just race faster. Because then it's going to be 4. He'll be in a 3-turn clock. I'm not on that short of a clock. Like, ideally, I'm going to get one of these down and not be on such a short clock. So let's just... I could equip this to make him double block it, and then I get to kill one of these, and then I can just equip the Hawk next turn. Maybe that makes more sense to do. It'll be a 4-1 with first strike, so he has to... And it has Menace, so he has to double block it, and then I can kill the Whisper Agent. But this gets more damage through on the Hawk. Let's just do that. Ideally, I'm going to just play a Gorgon and kill the Whisper Agent. I just need to draw. I'm in the Indrik. I play the Indrik and kill the Whisper Agent, and then he's just got a Dowser. If I draw another gate, this gets buffed even more and can just trade. Oh no, I don't have first strike. I guess if I get another gate, I can equip the Recruit with it and then trade into the Dowser on attack only though. So I really need to draw the right land here. That's if I draw like a mountain or a plains, it's just a totally dead draw. Give me another creature. Any green creature would be fine. Actually, a mountain is fine because I can play the Indrik. So realistically, most any draw I get is pretty good. Okay, that sucks. So that took off my inevitability a bit. It's going to be harder to win now, but I still have the thing here. He's going to get a good counterattack in. I'm not going to block. I could trade there, but I think the value of getting, especially if I draw another gate, I can just attack with this. Okay, that's fine. So I can counter. Unfortunately, I don't get to equip, but I probably want to equip the Indrik anyway. I don't need this as a chump blocker, so I'll just go in, get the damage through. If he doesn't get another creature down, he's just going to die next turn. Yeah, he's just dead, I think. Because he needs another creature to be able to block this Menace. It's going to have Menace, and it's just going to be 6/4, and it's just going to lethal him if he doesn't get a creature out. Or removal, I guess, would be fine. Yeah, that doesn't do it. Oh, it prevents him from dying, at least. Okay, so... I just equip that. I can't decide if I want to chump block here. Probably no, but yeah, I think my health is high enough I don't chump block this. There's nothing he could really... He's not red. There's just no like inescapable blaze threat. It's not like he's going to do inescapable blaze plus direct current or something. Creeping chill was probably the most direct damage he could throw down on me. So Radical Idea is just searching for anything. He probably does it again. Then he doesn't have enough mana to do whatever he draws. All right, I win. Cool. So, well, maybe he drew removal. So, I mean, I do just attack, of course. All right, that works. But came kind of close there. I mean, not really, but if he had developed another really big threat during that stalemate portion, it could have been bad. So he had a good amount of like small stuff. Ladev Guardian might be okay. I don't really want to do Peacemakers. I probably want to take out the Peacemaker I do have even. Ceratok might be okay. He's got a Dowser. I don't really don't like dealing with the Dowser. I don't have a good answer for it is the real issue. Maybe Gird for battle would be good. Just to try to get some stuff big enough to kill a Dowser. And then Lava Coil doesn't kill a Dowser, but it's still good. It's one of the few removal spells I have. I didn't see any flyers. That doesn't mean he doesn't have them, but I'm not going to sideboard in that unless I see them. Like, Gird for battle would have been good last game because I could have just buffed my stuff to deal with the Dowser. That Dowser just became like a really annoying roadblock for like way longer than it needed to be. It's just because I don't have good removal, so a card like that is just like sitting there, and until I have a flyer on board or something, that's really the only way I can deal with a creature like that is just to get flyers down. And speaking of flyers, here's a few of them. So I don't think I ever turn down this hand, even though it's a little bit slow. Just Healer's Hawk on one. I'll keep that. No red mana, but no red cards either. Oh, that's a good draw. Just get this thing going. Dimir again. Oh, that sucks. Oh. I really hope they get non-AI drafting implemented, because I just feel like I feel like they updated the AI like a week or two ago to value Dimir more, because it felt like there was a point before where you could just like force Dimir every time because it just didn't take the cards like it should have. Okay, so I'll play Weary Okapi. Is there any reason to put another white down? Not really. Parhelion Patrol can come out next turn. It can't mentor anything. Oh, that sucks. Okay. So he's pretty heavily controlled, it looks like. Fortunately, he hopefully has exhausted most of his removal, and Patrol will ideally not die. I might even just have to buff it with Gird. Oh, this Boros Challenger, but I don't have any red mana yet still. That sucks. Does he have like Essence Scatter or something for this? Like, come on. No, Essence Scatter isn't even in Guilds of Ravnica. He shouldn't have any answer for this. You could have I don't think there's anything he could have. What is Cast Down Ravnica? I don't think it is, right? Cast Down is like one of the older sets. He's thinking a pretty long time about this though. Excuse me. So if I Gird for battle on this, fuck man, it feels really bad to do it right now because I could always take Heart to save it, and it's not really a high mana cost anyway. I might as well just attack. I guess I get more damage in, but he could very easily 2-for-1 me. If he had an answer, he would have done it on his turn, but it could have just been a sorcery that he got, so I'm not going to risk Gird for battle yet. If he goes to use, oh yeah, Disdainful Stroke, and this is a 4-drop, so yeah, he could have Disdainful Stroked it. I think he would have if he had it. Like, why would you let that resolve? Like, you just put down a barrier of bones, and you had Disdainful Stroke in hand and decided to just let it resolve. It doesn't seem like that makes sense to me, but... So if I draw any other land, I can Indrik next turn. I don't really want to Indrik the bones, but I'll do it if I have to, I guess. I guess he was thinking about doing Radical Idea, but he wouldn't have been able to draw into anything to kill. No, that's a good draw. So I don't even need to convoke it. Yeah, I forgot Disdainful Stroke was Ravnica. Because I actually started playing in Ravnica, so it's like a lot of those cards that I see in Standard, I don't really remember what set they came from. I've drafted Dominaria a lot, so I kind of know those, but I haven't drafted M19 or anything like that, or any of the earlier sets. Oh my god, I hate doing manual tapping. Green, white, 1, 2, 3. I hate doing manual tapping because I'm always afraid I'm going to fuck it up. So with this Centaur, I unfortunately cannot gird up this enough to mentor the Centaur. I kind of just want to save this as for when he puts an actual creature down that I know what I need to deal with. Though there is consideration for just killing him quickly before he gets those creatures down. Red mana would be a really good draw here. Not just having this guy down does a lot. He can mentor the Parhelion Patrol. Okay, that's a good. Wow, that's a good draw. So do I just overextend now and do it for like how much? How many tokens do I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 6. I only get 5 tokens, but that's like a lot. And I could gird and mentor them and shit. It's an instant though. I should just do it at the end of his turn if I'm gonna do it. I don't have another play anyway. So let's just attack. I guess I don't get to convoke these if I don't do it now, but I'm just going to save this. I think, oh, okay. So now I need to, does he choose now? Yeah, so I take heart here to save this creature. And then this just gets tapped and I don't really care. Okay. You can combat trick before the fight, trigger it resolves. You can combat trick before the fight, trigger resolves. What does that mean? Sorry, like before the fight trigger. Like, can you give me an example of when that would be a really good play? Like, when would that give me a big benefit? Oh, that's a good draw, except that I still don't have red mana. Okay, I think at this point, because there's a Night Veil Predator here, probably I just want to trigger March of the Multitudes and just outvalue him, like go wide on him, because I won't be able to attack with on your Indrik. Maybe I should just gird and attack and let him trade. I don't. This is not like knowing that I have March available is just like I'm just gonna do that. Am I overlooking anything? Flying Death Tides. He's tapped out. This is just pretty good value. Oh, you're saying I could buff the Indrik before it fights something? Okay. I normally wouldn't be so eager to make this trade, but I just know that I have like such good shit to do that getting this off the board is just like totally worth it. And I just need to draw. If I draw a red, like it would have been great if I had actually just drawn red mana and had been able to. Should I convoke now? No, I already tapped 1 mana. I don't want to do it now. Although maybe I should just do it. Fucking like, this isn't doing shit. I don't think I can convoke during combat though. I don't know how that works. So if I did it now, I would only get 2. It's not good enough. This is a 5/5 though, which is pretty solid. Okay, well that sucks. Yeah, nothing I can do about that really. I really need to draw my land here. I don't want to march for like bad value now. I should have probably done it earlier. Okay, that's a good draw. I could have convoked. Okay, shit. Maybe I should have done it then. This is. I think I'm okay now that I got the red mana. Like, now I can lava coil if he puts a big threat down. I can pump. Oh, because it has vigilance, right? Yeah, that's so. This dude had vigilance, which is why I could have done that. Or no, and so did the Paralian Patrols. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I think it was a misplay to not just convoke right there and get a bunch of tokens out. The likelihood that he had any way of doing that was really low, and now I'm kind of in a spot where I don't really want to do this now. Okay. Okay. So it's too bad I don't have that buff for this anymore. Lava Coil doesn't do it. I can march now for 4 tokens. That's pretty good. Like, maybe I just do that and then start mentoring the tokens and shit. But then then once he trades, I just Lava Coil it, I guess. I think I just do that. I could play the Harpooner. It's just not very good. I'm just going to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4 tokens. He's tapped out now too. Like if he had another counter spell, I just don't want to deal with that shit. So now he can't really even attack. All right, he's just gonna start drawing cards slowly. Surveil, looking for an answer. Maybe he has. Is Ritual of Soot in this set? I don't think it is. He would like need Mephitic Vapors specifically, which is incredibly unlikely, I think. So my options here, I can try to trade the Challenger for the Dowser with Lava Coil. I think I'd rather just Indrik and kill the Informant and just swing. Although it's a little bit dicey, isn't it? Like, I think I kind of have to deal with that. Like, I make one of these a 2/2, and then the Boros Challenger just dies. Not very good, right? And then he just starts trading off. Oh, it uses the color of the creature, yeah. I don't think I'm going to attack. It feels really bad to not do it, but I think I need like some. Oh, fucking Christ. Okay, so he's gonna kill it. I should have attacked, I guess, but I could have had one buff on these dudes. I just didn't see doing the math on that. Like, okay, I attack every turn, I lose a token every turn, and then what? Right? I think I just attack here with everything, and if he does block, I'm just gonna Lava Coil. I didn't want to lose the Boros guy, but actually I just attack with the tokens. I don't want to lose the Indrik here. All I need is to do 1 damage to that Dowser, and then I can just Lava Coil it. He might have a counter spell. That would be awful, but I feel like he would have countered the Indrik. He would have countered like everything else I did because I just didn't do anything for so long, and then I started playing spells. Yeah. So the question is, do I play the Harpooner for more pressure? I don't think I do, because if he plays a big flyer like a Doom Whisper, I just want to have an answer for it. This will have 6 attack, which answers to Doom Whisper. Might be the wrong play, but this is he has a bunch of cards. I have nothing. That would be more argument to just start. Oh, okay, well, now I guess I should have played it. At least I know he has that now. If I do lose this match, I know he has Thought Erasure, and I want to. Oh my god, dude, you gotta be shitting me. So my Indrik is gone. Oh, it doesn't have flying though. So really, all that does is prevents me from attacking with the Indrik. Because if I attack with the Indrik, I get an extra 4 damage in, but then he exiles it. If I just attack with the tokens, he's going to kill a token every time I attack, though, which is pretty bad. I think I just don't attack, and I double block it when he does. I think this is just better. So if he attacks, I'll just block with the Indrik and the token and kill it. I just lose 1 token for that. Well, that's not good either. But... So we have some real threats here. Oh, it's unblockable. Right. Okay, I'm an idiot. Okay. Cool. So I should have just attacked with the Indrik, I guess. Although he just would have blocked it anyway. This is something. These are lifelinkers. Like, if he attacks with the giant, I just swing back with everything and mentor and gain life. And maybe it's enough. I need like to draw. If I top deck like Aurelia or something, I think I'm good to go. I could top deck. What else could I get? So that Harpooner would have been nice for sure. Why are people taking this card? It like doesn't do anything. Okay. So now that he didn't attack with that, though, I don't think I can attack. So I attack with that, and he just kills the Stalwart. Not very good. I don't see him being able to answer a wide board, realistically. I'm going to have to block with... If he attacks with a giant, I think I'm just going to block with, like, all my shit. I'll block with everything except the Stalwart. And then it will kill it. Unless he's got a trick or something. But the Radical Idea is a bit of a threat because he's not going to... Anytime he draws a land, he can just cycle it. So he has pretty good card advantage over me. Possibly I could have held March of the Multitudes for longer, but I'm trying to think. If I didn't have these tokens, he'd just be attacking them, so that's not very good. I'm not going to play that. I just want him to think I have something. I don't think there's any situation in which he doesn't just... Okay, that sucks. In which he doesn't just... If I attack with everything, in which he doesn't just kill the Stalwart. Like, he's going to risk it, even if he thinks I have a combat trick. He just wants to kill that, probably. Because that's really what's scaring him from... Okay, whatever. So he was holding on to that Thought Erasure until I held on to a card like that. So it's really good that I didn't play the land. Alright, that's a really good draw. Really, really good. So we're going to slam this down because I don't want to go Thought Erasure it. This actually kills the giant. So that's pretty good. Probably I just attack with the Garrison Sergeant. Because he... I'm just going to hold that for Thought Erasure. He's already used 2 Thought Erasures, but he might have another one. he might have a disinformation campaign, something like that. Ideally, I just in any case, I don't need the land. I just want to make him think I have something, possibly some kind of combat trick or whatever. Pass Wall Adept is really, really bad for me. Although, if he attacks with that giant, he's going to take 1,000,000 damage. He needs to hit me with that 3 times to kill me. So he can do that this turn, though, if he really wanted. I don't, especially with the Garrison Sergeant now, I just don't think that swing back is worth it for him. Beetle is really good on my double strike. The thing is, if I want to kill, it's probably better on the Stalwart to mentor the shield mate, because I just want this to trade into the giant, basically. So let's just buff the Stalwart. Or maybe I just want to mentor the lifelinker anyway. Because this doesn't get better of a trade here. It trades into the Pass Wall Adept, I guess. He could chump block that. So I think that's the right call. This is just going to die to the giant, but that's totally fine with me. He's going to block the Whisper Agent with the Stalwart anyway, right? Maybe I'm just going to buff the token. I think these are ideal targets for the Mentor anyway. I want to just get them scarier. So we attack with this for sure, this for sure, at least this one, this one, this one. We leave one dude back, maybe 2 back. He can hit me for 10. I guess he's going to lose the giant though, right? I think I just attack with everything, honestly. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He would need 5 damage from hand to kill me on the counter swing. I do have a chump block Beetle, but I mean the Pass Wall Adept is just gonna okay, that's really bad for me. Really, really bad. It's really unfortunate that out of 2 cards in his hand he had the card that he needed. So that just the Garrison Sergeant just dies. And not even to the he gets to use the Whisper Agent to just kill it for free. The giant gets to block the Stalwart now and kill it, which is really bad. I'm at 20, he's at 10. This is going to become unblockable every turn. The thing is, say he attacks with this, I do have a, because I managed to buff these tokens, he doesn't really have good blocks if he attacks with the giant, so potentially it's not awful, but we're like 1 spell away from this. Did he not? Oh, I don't have a good block here, right? I think I chump with the Beetle. Well, no, I think I just let it go. Because, like, I want to swing back with everything I can. I think every point of damage is going to matter. This is a terrible draw. So if I attack with everything, it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Puts him, and then if he attacks with everything, it's 10. But if I attack with everything, he can just kill the Beetle for sure. He can chump one of the tokens, and he can trade good with the shield mate, but he loses damage. But that quickly is going out of my favor also. The thing is, I'm not gaining any advantage built up anyway. So I think I have to just like hope that I top deck something good eventually. This is giving me lifelink. I'm going to lose one of those tokens probably. I don't think attacking with the Beetle makes sense because it just dies for free. Although it gets a little bit of extra damage through maybe. The shield mate is probably going to trade here, which is okay. It just takes a little bit of damage off from him. I guess this gets 1 extra damage through, but leaves me down 1 blocker. But it's just a chump blocker anyway. And I can't chump this with the Pass Wall Adept up. So I think this makes sense somehow. I don't think there's any reason to play these cards, these land cards. So one thing that he's going to be dealing with is, oh my god, okay, he top decks Daily Visit. That's cool. I would have killed the lifelinker though. Why did he kill that? Whatever. Because now I get to heal for 2 again. I'm just going to flood out. Okay. Well, I attack for the heal, I guess. It's not like I can block anyway, so. This gives me another turn to not die. Might as well play at least 1 land. So I could draw, what's it called? I could draw a Gateway Plaza, that would be cool. Oh my god, dude. Okay. So I have 12 cards left. He has 5 cards left, man. I mean, there's no reason to not attack. It probably isn't going to make a difference. I'm dead in 2 turns. Yeah, it could make a difference if I draw a creature that can actually start doing something. If I get a second creature, no, this is always unblockable. So I need like Aurelia would be maybe lethal, but I think it's a turn too late now. Okay, I'm just gonna get another land and die. So that sucks. Really, really unfortunate. So what do I want to sideboard here? He didn't have any flyers. Killing that bubble would have been good, but I don't think it's worth sideboarding in Crushing Canopy because he doesn't have... I didn't see a flyer that was actually a threat. He has a lot of removal, so if I can get cheaper creatures, it might be good. I don't really have a lot of them available. An Iron Shell Beetle, maybe. That was a miserable game. What do I don't really see any good sideboard options here. Peacemaker would have not really been that good. Because I want to be beating him down, really, is the goal. I think I just keep everything. Yeah, it sucks that it took so long, and then I just lost, and now I have to play the same guy again. So he has a bunch of counter spells. He has Thought Erasure. He has some really good removal. I don't think I can keep that. It's almost worse. In what case would this be playable? Do I really want to mulligan down to 5, though? I think I have to against this guy. Oh my god, dude. Okay. 2 Healer's Hawks at least playable. A second land on the Scry. I'll take it, I guess. The reason I had the mulligan so hard is, like, against this guy, I know I kind of have to get a curve out. It's not good enough to be, like, slowly trying to draw into stuff while he puts big threats out and removes all my creatures. So, okay, great, a Spy Bug. I'm going to offer the trade. If he takes it, I'm going to Pax Favor, I think. The Spy Bug is too harmful to my plan. Yeah, okay. Oh, I couldn't have I couldn't have even done that because I didn't put the land down first. Parhelion Patrol, like, if I can keep... I need to outrace this stupid Spy Bug. A Kralhug Printer would be a great draw. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Fuck me. Well, he takes the Parhelion Patrol 100% of the time, so I'm not going to just slam the Pax Favor for no reason. That sucks so bad. Would you ever take the Pack's favorite away? I can't believe you would. Like, yeah. Oh, okay, okay. Does he just have another, even if he had another thought erasure, like if I top deck a land, this is slamming down, right? Yeah. I should be able to outrace it. Like, the real issue is that this is eventually going to be able to trade into my flyers, so I need removal for it. I'm already out of cards because I had to mulligan twice. Really bad, but I do have like some of the best cards I could have drawn. The issue is like even with the best cards I could have drawn, imagine if I just had 2 more cards in hand and they were just like anything playable. He probably just has removal for this. Like that's why he took the Pack's favor away to protect his spy bug, because he just has like a direct removal spell for that. Okay, that's really annoying. So he's just gonna kill it with a Trata. That's a terrible draw. Might as well get the mentor trigger while I can. One thing to say for Etrata is I'm going to play this just because I have some expensive cards I want to be able to get down. I don't want him to thought erasure away my land even at this point. The good thing about Etrata is she just shuffles into the library after she attacks, so it's not like an ongoing threat. But it's pretty fucking ridiculous that like I'm going to lose the patrol. He doesn't attack the spy bug anymore because the trades are good for him now. Etrata can keep coming out and fucking me over too. Like, I mean, if I'm lucky, she's on the bottom of the library. It's a terrible draw. I think it's the right call to offer the trade here. Like, he has way more removal than me. Chances are that if I just try to protect this hawk, it's going to die anyway. I might as well get a good trade while I can. No, well, never mind that. I at least drew out the Dazzling Lights for whatever that's worth, but it's not good. This guy's deck is sick. I'm playing that because the thought erasure. Oh, fuck, I fucked up. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. It's looking pretty lost here. I could get Crowl Harpooner would be okay, and that really makes it a lot harder now. I can just flat out forever. Well, I can at least attack now. This does heal me. Like my ground-based mentor guys aren't even really that good anymore because the Dowser is just gonna eat them. And then even if I get triggers on the Healer's Hawk, he has a spy bug that's bigger than my Healer's Hawk. So, well, this is a cantrip, but I can't even. Can I sack it on the turn I play it? I think I can. I know it has to tap, but no, I shouldn't be able to do it then, right? Yeah, that sucks. So if I don't jump, I'm gonna go down to 3. I'm not gonna block with this turn. I think I have to chump the spy bug now. In a world where I draw a way to deal with this Dowser, I may be able to deal with the spy bug eventually with like a Harpooner or something like that. And not being at 3 health is a big benefit. He has Creeping Chill in his deck. It would kill me if I were at 3. So I'm going to chump that. Oh, it has Menace. Holy shit. Okay, I forgot that had Menace. Well, so I'm down to 2. I'm not going to jump here. I need to draw with this. Like, I'm probably dead, but... Well, Indrik trades with the Spy Bug. And then I could chump the Dowser with the Vine, I guess. It feels really bad. If I had got this 1 turn sooner, I could have cleanly dealt with that. But I have to do this now. There's just no way I don't do that. He might even have a spell to make it not good trade for me, but I'm dead either way, so go for it. Alright, he's got it. Yeah, he had a really good deck. Like Atrada is a total bomb. He had Spybug. He had like some of the best removal. He had Deadweight, Artful Takedown, Price of Fame, Murder. Really hard to beat that deck. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and do another one. Okay. I wonder if it's crazy to main deck Crushing Canopy. Whoops. My reasoning is like it can kill an enchantment, which can be relevant. This camera's so nice. Chris, hold on. So it can kill an enchantment if it really had to. I feel like the likelihood of running into flyers in any deck is pretty high. Maybe I'd rather have a Peacemaker over a copy. The problem is if I'm like actually racing somebody, it can be a negative. I think I have enough late game though that it makes sense to do that. I'd rather have a 3/3 than Vigilance. And then the portcullis fine is feeling kind of shitty. Although I haven't been against true aggro, I've been against a lot of like beat downy decks that have a lot of 2 and 3 drops that kind of just that don't really have like haste and shit like that. This would be good against actual aggro. Then again, I could just sideboard it for that and play like another creature. I took Gird for Battle out too. I think I like Gird for Battle better than the wall. It's really slow to cantrip with that too. Like, I don't know, we'll see. I'll hold up on Crushing Canopy as a main board. I think I need there's a lot of situations where that's just such a dead card. Like you're just holding it and just like, okay, this isn't doing anything. It could have been another creature. I was just thinking of that game where he put the capture sphere on my Rosemane Centaur. If I had been able to just pop that sphere and get my Centaur back, it would have been really good. But then again, like that would have been instead of it's so situational sometimes. I just feel like since it can do 2 situational things, it might be able to make up for its situationalness. If that makes sense, like you ideally don't want to have a card just to kill an enchantment, but a card that can kill an enchantment or a flyer, you're likely to get value out of it. Oh my god, this hand. It's unplayable. This isn't really where I want to be. I don't think I'm going to mulligan down to 5 though. I hope I can just scry for another playable creature, and then this will be an okay hand. Beetle on 2 is not where you want though. Like you really. We do have all the colors of mana. We have Aurelia eventually, but It's really, really not where you want to be. And Beetle, I don't even think I'll play Beetle on 2. Unless I'm triggering this +1 counter on something, I don't think it's worth playing it. Just a 1/1 for 2 is so poor. Alright, and it looks like it's probably Boris. Alright, that's a really good draw. So now I can buff the Fresh Face Recruit, hopefully start outpacing his racing. Oh my god, you gotta be shitting me. Alright, so they both have first strike. I have to gird for battle. Or no, that's because I can't put it on the same creature, right? I can't use the same. Let me Google really quick. Gird for battle on same creature. It says up to 2 creatures. You can't. You cannot. Okay, you can't do it. So, I guess I just do the. We don't need 3 mana here, so I'm just gonna buff my guy. And then not attack. It feels shitty because he has a Healer's Hawk, but I think Aurelia is coming down next turn, and that should turn the tide for me. That's annoying though. Parhelion is a good draw. I mean, Aurelia is slamming down for sure here. My question is, can I actually race it all at this point? This guy can't block anyway, so I might as well swing with him. And the Beetle is just a chump blocker. I don't really want to do that. This is just the ultimate blocker too against this whole board. He probably can't attack anymore. Oh, you gotta be shitting me, dude. Okay. Well, he has the perfect answer for it, so. Like, I guess I can still attack. But that puts me in a... Parhelion Patrol will be really good, though, to have down here. Because I can, like... Oh, that's not good either. There's no reason. I'm not going to chump here. I mean, this is pretty useless. Although I can mentor it and gird for battle it, I guess. But I'm going to need to block with this Patrol. Lava Coil is nice. I don't really have effective mana for this. So I'm going to take 3, 4, at least 5 next turn if I don't block with anything. So if I play Parhelion Patrol, theoretically I can block the Legionnaire, but if he has a combat trick, it's really bad for me, and I won't have mana for Gird either. This can't block anyway, so I might as well attack with it. I think I get a trigger on this, so I might as well attack with it, but I think I have to hold that back. Probably I just have to pop this guy, just so I don't keep bleeding damage. And then I could gird for battle to increase my chance on the race here, maybe. Or do I just need to get this down? I get blown out by a combat trick, but he is out of cards. This, I only take, I'm gonna Lava Coil, fuck it. It's a sorcery, I have to do it now, unfortunately. And I might as well gird, I think. I think that was the right play, because the race has shifted into my favor now. Oh my god, you gotta be shitting me. Okay. This demotion has forced me to race. I really didn't want to race here. Okay. So Patrol obviously is coming down. Do I attack with it? So if this stays in blocks, I'm going to take 3 damage again on the 3. He's not going to take a whole lot of damage, but this has Vigilance and Mentor, so it's not going to mentor anything though. I guess it can with the Aurelia buff. So let's just attack. I think I just have to attack every time. I could just like attack with, I could leave the beetle behind, but that's just one turn of damage reduction. I'd probably do that next turn, if anything. Like if I know I'm gonna die, I just do that. And then I throw down my Parhelion Patrol. I throw it. I could, if I had mana, I might leave that up as a bluff, but I don't have any mana, so. God, you gotta be shitting me, dude. Alright, so that's taking me down to, no, I'm dead. It's exact lethal with the top deck. That's so frustrating. Okay. So I'm gonna put in, let's see, I'm gonna take out like, March of the Multitudes could be good if I stabilize, but realistically, Indrik also feels too expensive. Because what do I want to put in? I probably want to put in both of the Portcullis Vines. I think Crushing Canopy, he has so many flyers. The enchantments could kill the demotion if I needed it. Probably that's not what I want though, but Harpooner is good. Do I take out March? I feel like I have to. I just think this stuff is that stuff is just too expensive. I think I need more anti-aggro stuff. I want Crushing Canopy in there too, actually. The Gorgon is not spectacular, but it does kill something. I think I'd rather have something that can do damage though, or removal. Do I really want Crushing Canopy to kill like a Healer's Hawk or something? It doesn't really sound that good. This doesn't do enough though, I don't think, for 3 mana. The Death Touch isn't very relevant. Ladev Guardian is actually good, I think, here as an anti-aggro tech. Because a 2/4 is going to be really good against his ground creatures. I don't know though. I'm definitely the slower deck here. He's full on Boros aggro. I'm splashing green, or I want to play first for sure. Yeah, I don't want him to play first. Is the key thing there. Yuck. Knowing that he's so high aggro, the Peacemaker, like the problem is I can't play the Plaza on 1. I can play a green mana that does nothing on 1. Then on turn 2, I can not have anything also. Then turn 3, I start playing stuff. I don't think that's good enough. Oh my god, dude, this is even worse. I think I have to mulligan down to 4. So if I scry and get like 1 creature, it's still not really good. All right, I'll keep that for a playable 2-drop. I think we want another 2-drop over land. Then again, this is the only red source. I think we have to keep it because it's red mana. Because if I scry this away and draw into red creatures, then they're even more dead than the land is. So this is unfortunate that I had the mulligan so hard. This is a really good early creature, but he has Justice Strike, he has Demote. Do we see Combat Tricks? I can't remember now. I don't think I saw a Combat Trick, but he had like 2 demotions at least. Beetle is very nice here. 3/3 for Strike Mentor is good. Of course, I think I'm trying to think if there's any reason to wait to buff. I guess buff now in case he doesn't block it. I mean, he probably doesn't want to block this, so I might as well get another damage in. there could be an argument for like not attacking because, like I just said, he's more aggressive than I am. So it might be more valuable to hold back. But I'm worried he's going to demote me, and if he's going to demote me again, I have to race again, and it's not where you want to be with. And I have a mentor. I want to mentor the beetle. There's a really good draw. Centaur is a little bit better, obviously. The thing is, if I Centaur, I don't get to attack with the mentor trigger. The vine is really mana inefficient though, but it also blocks his shit. It doesn't block this, obviously, but if I do this, he might trade the shield mate. I feel like if I'm going to be more defensive, this makes a lot of sense to just convoke out and then turtle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I only have to convoke. I could attack with the Stalwart, actually. I don't get the mentor trigger, but that's okay, right? Because this is going to block everything anyway. I mean, assuming he doesn't demote it, but even if he demotes that, like, I'm going to have some really good counterattack here. I have more board presence than he does currently. The Vine is going to help to stem some of the damage, hopefully. He doesn't have any mentors out right now. Even if he puts one down now, it's not going to mentor this turn. The race is looking pretty good for me. This is really bad if he manages to buff it. He might have... Oh, that's so good. Unfortunately, I don't get to keep it, but I mean, trading into that is totally fine for me. So, except I can only do one. I only have 1 green mana. Well, this prevents 2 damage. This kills the thing. So I think that's better. Let's attack and mentor the beetle. There's a risk that he has like some bullshit combat trick for this. It has double strike and everything, but I think we're in a good position to race, especially with that Harpooner draw. I'm fine if he trades the shield mate for the beetle. You could have, I don't think he has it. And so now we just pop the Legionnaire. It would be better to kill a Parhelion Patrol or something in general, but I just think that taking his flyer off the board when I have lethal right here, he is a 1/1. There's a few draw. I mean, there's a number of things he could do that would be pretty good, but that's not really one of them. He does have a lot of shit in hand. Justice Strike on this is really bad for me. On this is really bad too. This is that's annoying. This lifelink is going to be an issue, but this to me looks like a trap. Double strike, it's going to trade even, but if he gets like a buff on it, it doesn't even die. Okay, so I don't know why I played that before combat, but I did. Take Heart, I think, is going to blow out the game probably. If I put it on this, then I can mentor the Centaur. But if he has like a really good combat trick, I'd rather just mentor this, or I'd rather buff this so that it gets less likely to die. I think I have to just risk it though. I guess I get to see what he does. Never mind, it doesn't. I would have had to do it before combat to get the mentor trigger, so I'll just wait and see what he blocks. He has to block too. I mean, there's no option of not blocking here. Okay, so I'll take Heart there so I don't die. That's totally fine. Because like I could have done that for the mentor trigger, but it felt really risky against some kind of combat trick stuff. Okay. I think the sideboarding helped a bit. The I can't believe I mulligan. Did I mulligan down to 5? I think I did, and still didn't die. I think Crushing Canopy, even though it kills a flyer, it's just really slow. Like Crawl Harpooner kills a flyer for 2. This is for 3. I don't really think, even though he does have a lot of flyers, I don't really want to put that in. I think I just have to win like I did last game and curve out and mulligan. If the hand is bad, I have to mulligan. Like it could lose me the game if I have to mulligan really hard, and I just don't draw into anything. But by the same token, if I keep a hand that's like good enough, it's not against this specific deck. It won't be good enough, right? So this I think is totally fine. The this isn't the ideal 2-drop. I probably won't play it as a 2-drop, but this as a 3-drop is really good against this deck. I should have put 2 of these in. I just thought about that. A lot of gates, which isn't great, but I'm going to keep this hand. I think that the 4 life gain on that and putting a 3/3 in is really strong. So we'll put a guild gate down first. This gives me at least the option of playing another 2-drop I draw into. I don't want to play that as a 2-drop. It's just useless. It doesn't contest anything he does, except for that maybe. But then he just makes it fly. All right, that's a good draw. Only downside of this draw is it delays the 3-drop because we'll have to dick around with this thing unless I draw another land. But I think reasonably against aggro, getting a gate down like this when I know he has a creature that it can block, it's just, if he wants to spend his mana making that fly for 2 damage, he's fine. He's free to do that. But okay. Well, this doesn't get to attack at least. Didn't draw another land, but I drew another playable creature. The downside is I cannot play the Gateway Plaza. So if I play the Gateway Plaza, though, I'm just taking another 2 damage and getting nothing on the board. Then again, this isn't likely attacking anyway, and if he just makes it fly, this doesn't block either, but it does start swinging back. I think I have to value ramping here. I mean, it's not really ramping, but I have to value getting mana, because I can play the Peacemaker, and then I can like, I think it's just really bad if I get choked out on 2 mana for a long time. Alright, that's annoying, but realistically, that's not going to trigger too often. Okay, so now no land again. The most mana efficient play is the Peacemaker. The healing is also nice. I mean, it heals him too, but that's fine. Like, I'm the one getting beat down this time. I have stronger. I'm playing this like a mid-range deck right now. Ideally, I curve into bigger threats toward the mid-game. I should be able to Rosemade Centaur next turn as a blocker. He is getting a really wide board, which isn't good for me. Guild Pact would allow me to start attacking, but I think it's too slow. I have to develop as many minions as I can. Creatures, sorry, I keep saying minions because I played Hearthstone for so long. Alright, I need more land, but... So if I had drawn another land, I might have done 2 creatures here. Since I didn't, I think I just have to Centaur. It sucks because I have to tap everything, but there's not really another impactful play I could make. I think in order to win, I have to get this going. Did I do that wrong? No, okay. I was trying to click off because I didn't know which one I needed. Okay, this can block at least. I have to be very wary of combat tricks though. Like, for instance, blocking the Minotaur can be really risky. Even the Fresh Face Recruit has first strike, so I have to be really careful blocking that. But then again, I don't think I can just take 8 damage again. I am on the verge of stabilizing next turn, especially if I draw a land. Oh, that's so bad. Okay, that's so bad. I knew we had that, but I can't play around that too much. If that's why I would have double creatured if I had got another land to play around that. But as it was, there was no playing around it. Like, either I played one creature that died to it or a big creature that died to it. It's pretty shitty either way. I think he's going to win this one, though. No land again. I don't think I can survive another turn. Like, the beetle can buff something. The first strike guy is probably stronger as a blocker. He's got 4 unblockable damage. If he draws an instant, he's got 6 unblockable damage. I can block. Oops. I'll just play this dude. I mean, maybe I can start blocking. Just maybe. It's very, very bad, of course. Like, 4 unblockable damage every turn. Parhelion Patrol, if I draw a land, I can block a flyer next turn, which is necessary. But he just put another flyer down too, so I'll still take 3 damage, even with Parhelion Patrol, even assuming I draw my my land. If I don't draw the land, I'm just dead, I think, for sure. So he's just not, yeah, he's not even giving me any trades I can do, which is totally reasonable. Okay, there's a land. So now, if I play Parhelion Patrol, I can block any of his air attacks, assuming he doesn't get a combat trick. But there's no way I play around anything else. Like, yeah, there's just no other play. Like, there's no playing around a combat trick at this point. He's gonna take me down to well, actually, I can convoke Pax Favor. If he only attacks with the flyers again, I could, if he does combat trick, I can Pax Favor and kill something. But the problem is he's going to take me down to 1. And then he still has 2 flyers on board. I would need to draw like a Corral Harpooner specifically, or Lava Coil. No, I don't have red mana. Oh, this is red mana. I would need Lava Coil or Corral Harpooner to not just die on the counterattack. And that's just to not die. Like, and then I'm at 1 health for the rest of the game against this wide board. So even, actually, he has so many ground dudes that he can probably just attack anyway. He's, yeah, he can just attack with everything and I die. So, because I can't block all this stuff. One, two, three, four, five, six, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so he gets through with something. So, like if I do this, and this, and this, and this, he gets through with 3 damage. Wait, that's not good enough. Okay. Did I miscount something? Maybe I miscounted somehow. No? Okay. Interesting. Peacemaker is a very nice top deck for this situation. So it prevents me from dying. I'm still going to have 1 flyer that I can't block, but this is really quite a good draw. Do I attack? I can't attack with that. I don't know, I cannot attack. So, too bad I didn't have enough land. Like, if I had just drawn a little bit more land during this game, I would have been in a lot better spot, but because I'm just kind of starved out. I have some good cards that I can't play. Like this, I don't know, this is something I need to get going offensive, and I'm just so far away from being able to do that. No, if he only attacks with flyers, I could Pax Favor against a combat trick, because then I can convoke it. Let's see what he does. He doesn't attack at all. Okay, that's totally cool with me. Shieldmate is a nice draw. Fresh Face Recruit. Really, I want to be as defensive as I can. I should buff the Parhelion Patrol and play this Shieldmate. Guild Pact eventually if I'm able to ensure that I'm kind of stabilized. But I think right now what I want to be doing is going as wide as I can so he can't get any attacks through. And I'm not going to attack this turn. I'll be so amazed if I actually win this one. Okay, so no attack. When I get the glaive out, I will start attacking because he won't be able to block efficiently, and then I can just keep re-equipping it. He'll have to double block it. Okay, that's really annoying. That's like one of the best. Like he has so many fly. I can't really begrudge him for top decking a flyer because he has a ton of flyers. Like, all right, that's a good draw for me. More land would still be good. I feel like I can actually afford to attack here. This turn I'm going to play. It's a little bit greedy to play the glaive, but it's actually quite good. I kind of probably should just play Fresh Face and Healer's Hawk. So what can I afford to attack with? I cannot attack with Parhelion Patrol ever until I get another flag. I mean, this is a chump blocker, really. I can use Pax Favor to block with it, though. I don't want to let 2 flying attacks through. So I can attack with the Peacemaker, probably, safely. He might have a combat trick, but... So let's just attack with the Peacemaker. Unfortunately, Boros doesn't really have ways to deal with really wide boards like this. Pax Favor is going to be really important if he ever has combat tricks. I just need to be able to counter it with my own. No, he doesn't attack at all. Good. Okay, finally another land. So Garrison Sergeant is the strongest card. What I think we're going to be doing is this turn I want to put Garrison Sergeant down, and then next turn I'm going to equip him with a glaive and start swinging. So again, I think we can afford to attack with a Centaur. We really cannot afford to attack with the flyers. He can start sneaking damage in as soon as we commit a flyer. It's really bad. I think I can attack with 2 of these because he only has the shield. The shield mate is just not a good attacker. Although, then it is a trade. Let's just leave that back. Just one Peacemaker is good. I could attack with this, actually. Because he doesn't get a good block. He can block there, though. That's a good block. I could Pax Favor if he does that and kill the patrol. That's fine. I'll do that. If he's willing to risk his patrol, it's going to die. I'm not going to risk it. Good. I'm okay with that, though. So Garrison Sergeant. Maybe able to turn this one around. The Peacemakers were clutch, man. Those are... I only drafted them because like I listened to these podcasts that said they're really good in the gate deck because you need to stabilize and to get going and blah, blah, blah. And they were, especially in best 2 of 3 when you can sideboard them and stuff, knowing that this guy was pure aggro Boros turned it into a really good really good call to have these both available. Oh, that's a really good draw. So unfortunately, I can only lava coil. I can play the clave and not equip it, but I think coiling his Parhelion Patrol is just so important. I can actually start attacking if I do that. So let's just pop it. And now, the only thing is, if I do attack with this, he can get a free attack. Like right now we have flyer parity. I don't know why he wasn't attacking. I guess he's just going to lose the creatures eventually if he does that. So let's just attack with Garrison Sergeant. I don't want to risk him yet against a combat trick. Then again, I have a combat trick, so maybe I just do it. If he tries to dick with it, this should be fine. Because if he tries to sack my Garrison Sergeant, I'll just buff him, and then he's going to lose his creature, and we're already at a really big advantage, so it's looking good. Clave. So with the glaive on, he's going to be a 5/3 double striker. Yeah, I won. Sick. Oh, that felt really good to win that one. Like, I really didn't think I was going to win that. When I reached the point of like being at, what was it, 1 health, right? So 4 packs, 1,500 gems. Excuse me. So basically, I finally have won enough that I actually can just draft again after this one. I'll wait to do it. I'm not gonna splurge, but I'm pretty happy with this so far. Going for another one. Maybe I should have adjusted the main deck again. I don't know. I think the main deck is okay. I don't think you want. I think 2 Centaur Peacemakers in the main deck is too many, because I have been the beatdown in a number of matchups. Like, I've been the one that's desperately needed to squeeze the damage in, and I don't want to top deck a 3/3 that heals them for 4 when I'm trying to get out every point of damage in. And I have to make a decision between, well, this gives me more board presence, but it's making them further away from dying. So that's not exactly where I want to be. Finally, I just got a really good opening hand. I don't have to mulligan to 5. I don't have to consider it. I just keep it. Like, that's such a rare occurrence, it feels like. Healer's Hawk on 1, Lava Coil on 2, Peacemaker on 3. I mean, I don't necessarily want a Lava Coil on 2, but if I have it available. And he mulligan down to 5. I'm happy to see that. I guess I don't have Peacemaker on 3 with the Guild Gate, but I think getting Healer's Hawk down on 1 is more important than ensuring that I can play that on 3. Is he Boros? So this is a sorcery. There's no reason to play the Mountain here, because I won't be able to cast it during his turn anyway, and he didn't develop a creature. So this can get me the Peacemaker on 3 at least. Then again, and this is a situation though where, like, do I really want the Peacemaker on 3? Now that I drew the Beetle, no, I don't. And I can play the Guild Gate here and get Aurelia next turn, which is very good. Yeah, and this is the problem with the Peacemaker. It's like, when I'm getting beatdown going, especially having Aurelia come out, I don't necessarily want to play that. Fortunately, I drew in a way that I can avoid playing that if I don't have to. There will come a point in the match probably where I might have to consider playing that. This is just, he just lost. I mean, he could have removal for that, but keep in mind, removal against that is really hard to come by. You need, like, a kill spell. A lot of the cards, like, that do 4 damage don't kill it. Hypothesis doesn't kill it. Lava Coil doesn't kill it. Dead Weight obviously doesn't kill it, but maybe his Lava Coil, I don't know. Even if he does, he's at 12 health there. And that's the problem. If he does kill this, it's like, okay, I have a Peacemaker now. Do I want to play that? Probably I do, because it heals him for 4, but it represents 3 damage every turn, and he's not playing any creatures. So, assuming he uses all his mana to kill this, I heal him for 4, but then, okay, that's not very good. So, these are going to heal him a little bit. I could Lava Coil one of them, but that's so greedy. I'm not going to do that. The real question is, do I play a Peacemaker this turn or not? I think I just keep mentoring the Healer's Hawk. No, I don't attack with that. If I were mentoring the Beetle, I'd attack with it. But it's more important to mentor the Healer's Hawk, just to permanently buff my Flyer or my Lifelinker. I don't think I play the Peacemaker, honestly. Like, even though there's a situation where it would be good, but it's not this situation where he has to kill, like, he has to kill Aurelia or he's dead on board. Or he has to put down a really big Flyer with 4 mana maximum. And then I can just Lava Coil it, probably. So, yeah, I think he's pretty hosed here. Yeah, that's not going to do it. And honestly, why even show me that you have that card? Like, this is a best 2 out of 3. So, like, I'm not going to Lava Coil this to show him that I have it. Because, like, before he played Wojak Bodyguard, I didn't really know, like, for sure what his... I mean, it looked like it was Boros, but I didn't see any of the cards he had other than, like, the tokens. Alright, so since I know he's Boros now, I am going to cut March again. I think I will cut Indrik. I'm going to keep 2 Centaur Peacemakers in there, even though it was, like, potentially bad last time. I have to assume he's going to play more defensive too, and I think my deck is favored to play defensively, which might be a case for keeping... excuse me. That might be a case for keeping March of the Multitudes in. Jesus, I need some water. Or even Indrik, maybe, I don't know. What would I cut for... I don't need Gorgon, I don't think. I need to get some water. I'll be right back. So he'll play first, I think. I've been sick the last few days. Yeah, I don't think I can ever keep this hand. No, never. So I got the really perfect hand last time, and now I'm being punished. This is fine. Ideally, I'd have 1 fewer land, 1 more creature, but Stalwart is one of my best 2 drops. I feel like Peacemaker, if he's gonna curve out, Peacemaker's good. Trying to sequence this correctly. Probably play this. I already have a mountain in case I have to play red on the Lizard. So I guess I get the red mana down now. I already have a white. And I can play a forest next turn and do Peacemaker. I don't really want to do Peacemaker, but like, if I really felt like I needed the extra pressure, I could like take hard on this guy and mentor the Peacemaker and have a 4/4, which might pay off. But I think he's going to curve something out of it. He's got to get something on turn 3, right? Yeah. Okay. Again, I got this draw just in time that I don't have to play that. Maybe I want to play it, like, although he could block now. I just need to buff it so I can attack, right? So let's play the Guild Gate now then. We'll buff first and attack. Man, I feel like green, like Boros with some green in it, has some really good synergies. I mean, obviously it's not as good as just Boros, like with all the good Boros cards, but like Beetle and Boros is really nice. You get to buff your guys that give mentor and stuff like that. Okay, so we'll play the Guild Gate. Depending on, like, I think I will play the Peacemaker because I don't have like insane beatdown going right now. Especially if he puts down a creature that can test my board, I'm just gonna play the Peacemaker. I'm fine to heal him if I'm ahead on board. So, Take Heart is nice to have available. Okay, that's annoying. So this is a nice little synergy here. I don't have a way to deal with it either. Well, okay, I just top decked the way to deal with it. I don't think there's any situation where I don't just Harpoon that straight away. In theory, the Rock Charger is a bigger threat because it can give flying to a bunch of stuff. But this gives Mentor. It's going to Mentor the Charger. I mean, if I kill this, it doesn't get Mentor or anything, but I think this is just more of a threat. So let's just Harpoon it. Can I go manual control and buff the Harpooner with Take Heart and not lose the Harpooner? Is that a thing you can do? I think I tried to do that and it didn't work before. That's just such a good tempo swing here. And now I just get to attack for free and Mentor trigger the Beetle. I can Mentor it again next turn too, which is sick. These are 12. Now it's kind of like, do I really want to play this? Probably I do, unless I get another creature that's just like puts a lot of pressure on him again. Like if I drew a first strike guy or the Garrison Sergeant or something crazy like that. All right. Excuse me. Although this turn, that's annoying. I mean, whatever. It's a chump blocker mostly. The life links him eventually. Yeah, I guess he counterattacks. Why not? This guy is a Mentor, which is a really big issue. So let's hope I draw another creature that I don't have to play Peacemaker. All right. My thinking here is, I think I just attack and hope that he offers this block. Because if he wants, because then I'm just going to take Heart and kill it. Because I really don't want him to start mentoring. And then we'll see what happens. I might have to play the Peacemaker. We'll see. Probably he just blocks this to get the life linker up. Basically, I think if he doesn't lose his bodyguard, I think I have to play the Peacemaker. Excuse me. Just because then I can block the oh, it says first strike. I didn't even need to combat trick. Whatever. The thing is, like, if I don't play this, I can threaten lethal so soon. Let's not play it. If I don't play it, he's gonna attack with everything, and he'll buff this into a 2/4. But then he's gonna get hit really hard on the counter swing, so I think that's fine. The real issue is if he plays like a really good creature, then I'll wish I had played this, but I really don't. I just don't want to heal him for 4 right now. It sucks to not spend the mana. Like a Weary Okapi would have just been strictly better in this situation, but I knew that he was pure Boros, and I wanted to make sure that I wasn't gonna just lose to a Kurdvot or whatever. Let's see what he does. So I can take Heart and just kill the Bodyguard. That's like totally good, right? I trade my Healer's Hawk, but I don't really care. Like, this is just such a big threat. So, and then my counterattack is good. Oh, it gets yeah, it gets flying. It doesn't matter. I can still chump it with that. He might have a combat trick of his own. I'll risk it. This is like telling him I have a combat trick almost, but he probably has it. Let's see. Yeah, that sucks. So, kind of bad for me. He doesn't have any lifelink. This is his only lifelink right now. Well, I just jinxed it. March of the Multitudes. Wow, good timing on that. I'm glad I kept that in the deck. So, giving up my attack right now means that I get 2 more tokens. I think that's a worthwhile trade, especially with a mentor guy up. So let's do this for 4 tokens. Or do I do it on his attack? No, I think I fucked up last time by not doing that. I waited too long for this. I should have just pulled the trigger on it faster last time. So this is a big threat. Like, I'm really going to have an issue dealing with these mentor. They both have flying every time they attack. I maybe should not have sacked my Hawk, but it felt like worth risking, at least. Let's hope he doesn't play another creature. Oh, fuck. Well, that's not good. This is a good draw, though. So if I attack with everything, he's going to swing back for 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't think I can risk that, so I can't swing with everything, but I can swing with the Stalwart and like 1 token. That's totally fine, I think. And then I'll play the Garrison Sergeant as another threat on the backswing or whatever. The problem, I guess, is that what if I swing with 2 tokens? I get, when he attacks, he can attack with 3 tokens. I can trade 2 of the tokens. He's going to kill a token with this every time anyway. These are all unblockable. These are going to do for 9 no matter what. Maybe I just attack with the tokens. Like, these don't block shit anyway. And I'll leave this up to kill some tokens of his. Just get some extra lifelink in. I have this as like a bit of a trump card. If he starts racing me, I can use this to stabilize and have an extra creature out that he doesn't necessarily expect, I guess. And this is the big, since it has double strike, it's going to be a really big lethal threat for him, especially if he thinks I might have a combat trick in hand. He really will have to be cautious about his attacks. Okay, so I'm at 17. This token's just dead. I should have attacked with it, I guess. Yeah, there's no reason not to attack with that token. It's just going to die to the whelp. So if I lose this game, I'm going to board in. I think I'm going to board in Crushing Canopy, just because like he has a 5-drop flyer that kills tokens, which is like, I don't know, March of the Multitudes. Even though it seemed kind of good in that situation, would it not have just been better to have like just to have a bunch of, why is he attacking with all that stuff? He's dead on board if he does that, right? No, he can chump with that. Okay. Well, if I draw removal, okay, yeah, so he's got another chumper. No, okay, that sucks. Yikes. So I don't really have anything good here. The flyers kill me if I don't play Peacemaker. If I attack, he's going to have to chump block some stuff, but not like a lot of it. The thing is, these are just going to hit me no matter what. There's no way to block them, so I might as well do some attacks. He's going to have to block that. He'll just sack the token, I think, and then he doesn't have to block these. But once I put this down, it's going to be a little bit worse for him. The thing is, he can pump this and just like Mentor the Hawk or a Flyer. I think I just lost, but let's like see what happens. A Lava Coil would have been a pretty good draw here, I think. I could have taken out the Wojak Bodyguard, probably. Or actually, I would have killed the Rock Charger. I think it was a mistake to not kill the Rock Charger earlier. I killed the Parhelion Patrol, but this ended up being the real threat, I guess. So I have to play this or I'm dead on board. I think I'm dead either way, but there's a... Now that he doesn't have me dead on board, though, he actually has to fear the counterattack. So if he attacks with all of his stuff, I might be able to kill him on the backswing. I probably have to chump the Boros Challenger. Yeah, because he can pump this and create a lethal threat. Well, can't he? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, he can. So if he pumps that, I'm forced to block here. But, I mean, that's all I can do. The thing is, if he attacks with everything, then I'm swinging back for lethal. So he can't attack with everything. He probably just attacks with, yeah, with 2 things, I guess, that I can't block anyway. No reason to overcommit into something he can't deal with. This puts me down to 6. So if I don't find like a flyer that I can jump with or removal, I'm going to die. But there's a few top decks I have that help me out here. Like Lava Coil would be fine. Are you sure? You sure you should attack with that? Really? You're going to attack with that? I don't think that's the right one. I don't think that's right. Oh, right. He can fly it. Yeah, of course. I guess he just decided this didn't offer anything really. I don't know. I'm not sure what his thought process was there. Well, that's another top deck that doesn't kill us. Or wait, yeah, it brings us up to 10, so we'll go down to 1. Okay. So everything is unblockable anyway, right? We have to keep 1 ground guy for the Boros Challenger, but we're going to take 9 no matter what. So we might as well attack with everything that isn't, I mean, it doesn't make a difference. We just leave 1 creature back to block the Boros Challenger. He's gonna have to kill. He's gonna pump it and kill something. So he pumps this to a 3/4, but he can only block a Peacemaker, basically. Or no, he can block this. So I might as well not attack with the Stalwart because it's not going to get through. I just want to sack the crappier guys, I guess. It doesn't make a huge difference, but he doesn't know I'm going to heal either. He might. Maybe I should have just gone in with the Stalwart in case, like, I don't know, it shouldn't make a difference. I just didn't want to let him kill that with the Challenger. Because it was going to die. This is wrong, right? I guess not. I guess this is the biggest threat to kill him, so. But he's going to lose his Challenger by doing that. Which is pretty good for me because now if he attacks with everything again, he's dead. So he can attack with 2 things again. But if I keep top decking like okay creatures or something, or a lava coil, he's got 2 cards in hand now. I mean, all he needs is like a buff or something, and I'm just kind of fucked. That doesn't do anything, right? No, it doesn't do anything. Okay. I mean, it's another creature to deal with, and it's another chump blocker, so we can get more attacks there. Maybe I shouldn't have gone in with the double striker. Although, I mean, trading with the Boros Challenger was okay. That's not going to do it. Yeah, so, I mean, finally he ended up with his inevitable win. Like, I'm going to take 9 damage again next turn. I don't have a way to block. This doesn't do anything. If I attack with everything, I only get 6 damage through and he doesn't die. Even if I top deck the Lava Coil, I would have only been able to get 9 damage through. So that didn't work out. I don't even want to show if I have that. Having some card draw would be good. I know I have a Chemist's Insight, but I'd have to splash blue just to play that 1 card. Not really worth it. I think I want the Indrik. I know I could play more aggressive, but I mean, I could throw him for a loop and just be more aggressive again, play more mid-range creatures and take out the helium and stuff like that. But I don't know. There is an argument that I think if I hadn't had that in my hand and had just another creature that could have attacked, and I would have just been able to kill him because we almost killed him and he stabilized. I also didn't draw my good cards. I didn't draw flyers when I needed them and stuff like that. I'm going to try to go more defensive and see how it works out. So, and we didn't draw these either. That doesn't would have been that good. I'm going to take Crushing Canopy, I think. I need to cut some stuff here. I don't think that played out well enough. Crushing Canopy. He knows I had it too. I just rather him think I have it and play around it, and I don't have it. I have so much stuff that I don't really want to cut. This is the problem. Take a flying on and put the injured here, there goes. The real issue was the flyers. I need a little more answers for that. Did I put action kind of because like if a situation like that comes up again, if I had just had like one card to deal with one of those flying guys, I would have been fine. It might be the wrong way to look at that. Like the other way to look at it is like, hey, if you had been like a little bit more aggressive, you just would have won early on instead of going into the stalemate and then dying. I'm going to risk it because I can put the glaive onto the healer's hawk. I know I don't have any gates yet, but like I don't know. I don't want to turn down healer's hawk on turn 1. And I can get the glaive down in 2, even if I can't equip it on turn 3. It's it doesn't really do anything without okay, that's really annoying. So if I don't attack here, I think I'm just telegraphing that I have a combat trick because I just want to kill that. I think I just have to go in. It's more mana efficient to just get this down. Without the gates, it doesn't do a whole lot. Menace and vigilance is relevant, I guess, but I need to have. If he has flyers out, the menace becomes relevant. But it really needs to have some damage buff on it. Well, there's a gate. I didn't realize that. Of course, I won't be able to equip it because this is going to go untapped. Axe favor, not really good. The scary thing is this is going to start generating tokens if I don't deal with it. So I think the plan is equip this on 3. It's going to have vigilance once I equip it, and I can try to combat trick and kill the marshal maybe. It's not ideal. Also, if I get another land, I could just convoke out the centaur. That's probably a better play. So, but that relies on me getting another land. If I don't get another land, I'm just going to equip the guild pact so I have something to do with my mana. That's annoying. I don't really have a good way to deal with the whiteboard at all. That's the worst land I could have drawn. Equipping this right now just gives me an extra damage, whereas putting this down allows me to get the centaur out next turn, and putting 1 extra damage on this isn't really spectacular, so I'm just going to have to do this, unfortunately. And I still think if there could be an argument to just stop attacking with the hawk. Even if he thinks I'm telegraphing a combat trick, that might stop him from attacking. But then again, this is lifelink, so it's kind of... I think he would still attack with the tokens anyway. I'm not going to use a combat trick to kill a token. This is going to get really out of hand if I don't get the... that's why I need to get the centaur down. Even if he has a lot of tokens, he has to actually attack to get the tokens generated, and if he starts attacking, I'm just going to kill his marshal. So that should shut it down, hopefully. It's really slow, unfortunately. It's still good, though, I think. Harpooner will be good later. I'll just hold that. I haven't seen really any hard removal from his deck, so I'm not too worried. He's got Take Heart, though, so I have to be really careful. Like, I don't want to block the 10th Initiate Guard at all. I just want to kill the Marshal if it attacks. If he's conservative and attacks with, like, just this and some tokens, I'm just going to block a token. I'm not going to let him Take Heart and kill my Centaur, because I don't have Pax Favor up right now anyway. If he plays a big flyer, oh, come on, man. He's probably got 1 copy of that. I didn't see it ever. So he gets it on my 1 way to save myself from not losing, basically. Because I just don't have an answer anymore. There's not really anything I can do, I don't think. Crushing Canopy could get rid of the living spawns, but Indrik is a turn too late. Even Indrik isn't that good here. I've taken so much damage. Excuse me. So I think I just have to play this. It sucks, but I think I just have to play it and hold Pack's favor up. It sucks that there's no target. Or I can take heart and or Pack's favor, whichever is more relevant, I guess. I'm not going to attack. I don't have time to equip this anymore. I'd have to get some serious stabilization going in order to equip that. So hopefully he doesn't attack with the Marshal anymore. If he just goes in with a bunch of tokens, it's still really bad for me. I probably have to like take Heart the Hawk just to save the Hawk and to heal a little bit more. We'll see what he does. Just attack with everything. Okay. Well, at least I can kill the Marshal now, I guess. This here, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to block this and Pack's favor on it, I guess, to heal a little bit and to kill the 2/2. If I can top deck a land, I can play the Indrik and maybe not die. Big maybe. If he has any buffs on these, I'm probably dead. We'll see. I'm like at 1 health. Oh, well, this is going to heal me for 3, 4, for 4. Okay. So it sucks that I have 1 more mana. I think I have to buff the Healer's Hawk, though. I think I just have to let the Harpooner die here. The Marshal, though, is the bigger threat, right? Fuck, I don't know, man. I just lost anyway. There's no world in which I win with the Marshal still alive, so... Oh, I can Convoke. Oh, cool, okay. So, that worked out, I guess. Green. That's kind of lucky. So maybe I cannot die here. Pretty unlikely, but he's at 33 health, I'm at 6. He's got 5 lifelink tokens alive still. I've got 2 creatures on board. Oh my god, you have to be shitting me. Okay. So that's not a land. Well, I can put the Glaive onto the Hawk, which does nothing, because it doesn't get health. I could attack with Vigilance, I guess. He could just double block it. I guess I could Gird for battle and equip. Is that good enough? Maybe. I think that's the only thing I can do, so let's try it. No, I'd have to spread it, right? That sucks. This is at least going to heal me a little bit. If he double blocks it, I'll take it, I guess. Is that enough heal? Yeah, it's enough for not dying, I guess. He's got Experimental Frenzy, which is really bad for me. He's just going to start slamming stuff down every turn. That's a really good sideboard card, even if you're, I guess in Boros, yeah. I put it once in Boros and I didn't like it because it always felt like when you're trying to just kill them, it's a card that's not killing them immediately. Like you're spending a full turn's worth of mana usually to get it online, but then you're better off after that. He probably is going to be able to use it to outvalue me, I think. Well, he didn't do it that turn. Okay. So no land again. That's unfortunate. But we can keep swinging with this Hawk. Oh, he can't block it because he doesn't have flying, right? So that's cool. No reason not to swing with it. The heal for 4 is super relevant. We cannot attack with our Harpooner. We could technically. We're healing for 4. We'd be getting a hit for 6. But realistically, that 4 damage is not going to be fast enough to kill him. We have to kind of create a board that's wide and try to stabilize it somehow, which is going to be hard against Experimental Frenzy, obviously, but we'll see. Because he can just like start throwing down like 3 creatures a turn, probably. Legion Guild Mage, oh my god. That's not good. So that's a nice little mana sink to just kill me. I need a Lava Coil for that, I guess. Indrik would be fine. Yeah, Indrik is good. I just need to draw a land and I can kill that. So, give me a land, please. Oh, that's lucky for me. Okay, still no land. At least I got a creature. I can't believe I haven't drawn another land yet. Like, I guess we attack with both Hawks. The healing, being able to trade that, I'm not going to want to trade that for a token anyway. So there's no compelling reason to do that when I can just heal. Do 1 damage and heal myself rather than just trading 1 time for a token. The tokens aren't even attacking anyway, so he's just chilling. He can try to burn me out with this, but the race is not really in his favor anymore. Then again, he could make my Harpooner tap now. That's probably represents better damage than just burning me, and it costs less mana. If I just get a fucking land, man, that's all I need is 1 land, and I'm gonna Indrik and kill the Guild Mage. Unfortunately, I have to re-equip that now, but it doesn't die at least. It does lose. That just lost vigilance. Oh no, that he killed the Hawk. So. All right, he's probably gonna attack here. He wants to start putting pressure in. His Experimental Frenzy is really valuable, and the thing with Frenzy is, you're still drawing cards. You can't play cards from your hand, but once you have like 5 or 6 cards in your hand, you just sack it, and then you can start playing your hand again. So it just gives you a ton of cards. All right, maybe he has a combat trick. I don't block the witness ever. I'm gonna risk blocking these guys. He might have something, but I don't think I win this by just not blocking. Actually, anything he has to be like on the top of his library. He can't play from hand, so it'd have to be like a specific trick right on top of his library, which it is. Okay, cool. That's cool. Why did he kill this guy instead of the Harpooner? I don't get that. I feel like he would want to kill the Harpooner. Give me a land, please. Just a land. Oh my god, dude. You gotta be shitting me. Alright. Just give me a land. Even if I don't get a land, I can at least re-equip. Okay, that's not really a land. I mean, it will be next turn, but it's not right now. So, let's equip the Hawk again. Actually, it buffs the Hawk too, so that's alright. I don't think I can ever not attack. Like, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's going to do so much damage. But I'm not going to win a race, so that's the problem. Like, keeping the Harpooner back at least forces him to lose 1 damage every turn or whatever. He can't. If I attack with the Harpooner, he can just start attacking with the Guild Mage and shit. He can. Like right now, he's thinking, okay, well, if I attack with everything, I'm going to lose a token unless I have access to a combat trick, like I did last turn. If I draw Crushing Canopy, I can get my Centaur back, which will be good. But really, I've been waiting to get a land for like 7 turns. This wouldn't have been spectacular with the trade on a token, but just having another 4/4 blocker on board would be a pretty big deal. Gird for Battle, that's not good for me. It kind of makes me think he's got... I mean, I guess you're going to do that anyway. Oh my god, no. Alright, that sucks. So, I don't know. It looks hard to win this one. I don't have any form of board sweep. I probably should take, in this situation, I should have taken a Cosmotronic Wave as a sideboard card against a deck like this, because that would just blow him out entirely. Like, that, I really need to remember how good that it could be as a sideboard card. I'm going to greed out and go for this 2/2. He might have some kind of trick, but it's unlike, he's got a direct current, right? He would have had direct current against a 1/1 though, so he can just, he shouldn't be able to play that though, right? Jumpstart with Experimental Frenzy. That's not from his hand though. I think he can still play that. Yeah, okay, that sucks. It would have happened if I blocked anything though. Alright, so I can kill the Legion Guild Mage now for whatever that's worth. It's worth something, but it's not spectacular. He's like, he's got lifelink. It's such a Liz. I'm not gonna play that. I wanted to think I might have something in my hand. I can put it down. I'm gonna probably equip the Guild Pact. I mean, I need another creature. I'm just gonna die, but alright, that sucks. That would have been a nice target for the Indrik. Although, okay, I'm just dead, I think. Really good Frenzy here. Yeah. He sacked it finally, or no? So this is a 7/4 with Menace and Vigilance. Well, that's a little bit late. Pretty good though. I can block a flyer maybe. I can't play. I can only equip or play this. I guess I have to play this instead of equip. Kind of shit. No attack. Because this lets me block the Rock Charger potentially. I'm assuming he'll have another combat trick to just kill it, but I'm gonna try. Well, another one, okay. Alright, okay. I should just concede, probably. Alright, okay, another flyer, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm out of this one. There's like literally no top deck that would even come close to winning this for me. Aurelia was the best card I could ever draw. Would not even help here. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to go to the bathroom and open the packs, I guess. Okay, so I think I could have played that a little bit better, probably. The 3 wins, 2 losses is, for competitive, it's pretty good. Like, I got a lot of gems back. I got most of my gems back, I guess. Like, let me check on that. Because it costs 1,500. Oh, I got all of my gems back. Okay, that's totally cool then. Yeah, it's not that hard to break even then, is it? I guess you just have to... Cool, so I went infinite, I guess, on that. you only have to win 3 to get to go again for free, and you get 4 packs. So it was actually profit on that. That's pretty cool. Wild card, but it's uncommon. I have like a billion of those. Oh, but I unlocked my vault and got a bunch of rares, which is good. But I don't think I need that card. I'm mostly looking for like dual lands, other very specific cards too. That's good. Don't think I need that. I have like so many of the commons in Ravnica just from drafting. I don't like think I need any of them. Hatchery Spider, I probably don't need that. It's good. I think that's good in limited, but in constructed, I haven't seen any deck run it. So, all right. Well, thank you guys for watching, and I'll just have this video on the channel. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. I know it's like a 4-hour video, which is pretty crazy, but that's how long it took. So, thank you for watching. Bye.